Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are here today with some more of our international challenge run. We are currently, I want to say we're 11 and 4 for the set. So I will take that. We're currently trying to, well, the goal was 15 wins, but I think I'm going to increase it to 20 wins. Is the new goal. Change description. I thought I changed, oh. Alright, okay. Let me change description really quick. I don't know why I had day 1 still there. I made a day 2 everywhere else. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate it. Also, hi, Josh. How are you? But yeah. So currently, though, we're doing some more of our international challenge run, and we're gonna see what happens. I'm really looking forward to this. Obviously, you know, for anyone lurking right now or just watching in general, if you're enjoying what you see at any point, leave a like. And yeah, let's get into it. So we're currently rating 1598, which is pretty good. We're ranked 7,145. I will say, to be fair, there are definitely people who currently have played a lot more games than I have, so I'm not too upset with this rating actually at all. As long as you don't hit the 5 digits, I think I will be content with my rating personally. So yeah, let's keep going though. Let's keep going. I'm just gonna hope for the best. I'm gonna hope for the best. We're just about that 1600 range. Yeah, pretty much what Josh said. I will steal them all. Anyway, let's get into this. So we're starting off with probably cheese. Oh, never mind. We're fighting a coal team. Oh no, I don't like coal. I hate playing coal every time, but it's okay. It's okay. Zacian, crowned at rusted sword, intrepid sword. We have Kyogre, Dragapult, Colossal, Urshifu Rapid. Well, that's almost certainly Urshifu Rapid. I'm gonna mark Urshifu Rapid preemptively with Unseen Fist. And Whimsicott, and it's probably Pryster. Oh yeah, and Cole is probably Steam Engine. Okay, easy enough, easy enough. Alright, so I think I definitely ended off with, Zekrom Comfey here. Zekrom Comfey feels like a pretty good lead, because no matter what, I can either go for Trick Room or I can just go for popping a max really early on, and I think that either way, it's pretty good. In terms of my other plays, I want to bring, Lunala. I definitely want to bring Lunala, and I think I'm gonna bring Lando in the back. I don't think I need dual support this game. Do I need Lunala this game? Yeah, I like Lunala in the back just in case. Yeah, no, I like it with Lando as well. Okay, easy enough, easy enough. Alright, let's see what happens here. Good luck, have fun to my opponent, of course. They're running Cole though, so I hope they have a bad time. Even if they're having fun, I hope they have a bad time. Also, I'm going to mention right now, I don't know if I'm going to do all 15 games today. I'm going to finish up whatever I don't do today tomorrow, unless something happens. But I am so obnoxiously tired, and I need to wake up really early tomorrow, so I don't want caffeine. So, yeah, that's basically why. Okay. So we see the Zacian and the Dragapult leads. This is perfectly fine. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to go for Tailwind on Comfey. They would basically need to dual target, which I don't think they really do. I think I go for Max Wyrm on Zekrom, which I'm fine with that. I'm going to go for a Protect on Zekrom, and I'm going to go for a Trick Room on Comfey, because we have a Revere Berry, so I should be fine to get the Trick Room off. It would literally need to be a dual target on Comfey, which, I mean, really anything would do it, to be fair. But I'd assume they'd probably be going, so they're probably not going for it. Kind of curious on what they went for. They went for Will-O-Wisp. Ooh, that's interesting, actually. They really went for that dual target here, huh? I will definitely take this. This is actually really good for me. So basically what I'm going to do right now. Okay. So I'm 100% going to Dynamax Zekrom here. We're going to go for Earth Power, because I want to take out that Zacian really badly. And then I'm going to go for a Draining Kiss on the Zekrom, because we do have the priority, obviously, with the Draining Kiss and Trash. So I'm going to get my Draining Kiss off really quickly, pop my Weakness Policy, and I'm just going to tear the Zekrom. Not the Zekrom, the Zacian. I'm going to tear with Zekrom. That's what I will tear it with, 100%. But basically, right now, I think that I'm fine. Cole is really the only thing that's going to underpace me, unless this is this would be basically no speed Kyogre, because I'm only 20 speed on Zekrom. So this would basically need to be no speed Kyogre on a Whimsicott team, of all things, so you can see how stupid that sounds. And on top of that as well, the Kyogre also cannot kill me, because I can Floral Healing, which is +3 priority. This Dragapult would need to do a lot of damage to me this turn, and I think it's more set on Will-O-Wisp than anything, so I'm not really too concerned. yeah, Zacian Folds, I know for a fact that Oko, so I'm not too surprised. You know, it's a +2 modest Earth Power max move, so I'm not thinking that's gonna kill at all. Dragapult probably has Hex and Draco if I had to guess, because it's Will-O-Wisp. Yeah, okay, so it's gonna go for Will-O-Wisp here. I don't mind this at all. I'm special. So if Kyogre comes in and maxes, I'm quite literally just going to go for the Max Lightning plus 4 healing, because I know for a fact that any Kyogre combination this goes for, even if it's a Max Hailstorm from Blizzard with Life Orb, cannot kill me. Even if it's modest. So they go to Whimsicott here. That's perfectly fine. To be fair, Whimsicott, like, walls my set, but I'm still going to do a ton of damage to this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go for a Wyrm here, plus a Draining Kiss, and I'm just going to kill the Dragapult. Because I don't really fear the Whimsicott at all, to be honest. It can go for screens for all I care, and I'm still mauling it. Because all I need for Comfey to do is to break the Sash. And then, assuming it is Sash, which, because it is Wisp, I'm assuming this is Sash. I'd be genuinely shocked if this isn't. But even if it's weakness policy, it never maxed to pop it, so I don't really care. And even if it's a Bond, I'm going to obviously kill it. Oh, so they go for Ally Switch. Okay, that's clever, that's clever. I'll give them that. I will give my opponent that. Luckily, though, Draining Kiss pops before, and next turn I'm just going to go for Lightning, I think. They go for Taunt. That's perfectly fine. I actually don't mind this at all. They're definitely not Prankster, though, which is really weird. We're gonna go for Lightning regardless, I think, and I'm gonna go for the Whimsicott slot, and I'm just gonna Draining Kiss on the Dragapult slot. Basically, one of Dragapult or Whimsicott dies this turn. I don't really... Well, either neither Pokemon die, or they go for another Ally Switch and Dragapult dies. So I'm really fine with this either way. Dragapult definitely can't kill me. They would basically need to go for like a max Dragapult here, plus also the Comfey Dazzling Gleam. I think it's the only way they kill me. So I'll definitely take this. And yeah, if they go for Ally Switch, then the Dragapult dies. They do not go for Ally Switch, this is perfectly fine. If nothing else, we'll have the Electric Train. We actually massacre that Whimsicott. I'll be honest, genuinely did not think I would Oko. But this is really good. Obviously, you know, makes Rising Voltage massacre the team that much more. So I'll definitely take this. Dragapult well dies even if it maxes this turn. Okay, so I guess that's literally the only way it does not die. So that's fair, that's fair. But I could still guarantee KO whatever comes in next. This is really good for me too, because they didn't get up a Tailwind, which means... And the reason I say Tailwind is mostly just because of the fact that they can protect on the following turn. With obviously also with these Dragapult hidden, they could have technically solved the Trick Room now, then went for Tailwind Sweep. So I'm kind of glad about this if nothing else. That Kyogre could totally just go for a Protect here, and that can kind of fuck over my Zekrom. But I'm not too concerned. I can't really go for a Protect though and try and stop this. But yeah, I'm just gonna go for a Draining Kiss on the Kyogre just for some chip, truthfully. If Kyogre goes for Protect though, then I'm kind of screwed. But they're gonna go for Max on the Kyogre. So just hoping no Max Guard, hoping no Max Guard, hoping no Max Guard. Because if they don't go for Max Guard, I still Oko this 100%. +2 Rising Voltage. There's zero shot I do not Oko. They probably think I'm physical, and that's probably why they're doing this. It's between the burn and the fact that they're max, they're thinking that maybe they could take the hit. I'm special though, and they're going to die. Okay, so yeah, so they don't go for Protect, which is great because Max Guard is +5 priority. So this is dead. Yeah, that's absolutely Oko'd. That would have probably Oko'd 6 Kyogres. Because we're +2, and we also have the Electric Train boost. So this does like astronomical damage. Astronomical damage. Near Bolt Beak levels of damage. Phantom Force, they Phantom Force the Comfey. I won't lie, a little bit weird. I thought they were going to Phantom Force Zekrom and try and kill it. But hey, what do I know? Regardless though, we just Oko with Comfey, and that's a free game 1. So we're currently 12-4 for the day, which, well, 1-0 for the day, and 12-4 for the set. I'm just going to Draining Kiss. I'm not going to fuck around, because obviously, you know, I can go for a Trick Room, and I can try and, you know, cheese the kill with Rising Voltage Zekrom. But if they go for Phantom Force, they could actually knock Diff off of me, which is why I did that. So yeah, we're not gonna style it. 1-0 for the day. I will definitely take that. Let me really quickly change the record to 12-0 total. 12-4 total. Beautiful. So we're in the 1600s, which is good. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I'm feeling confident. All right. See, I'm gonna try and at least get 9 more games, 9 to 14 more. It really just depends. But it's going to be somewhere in that range, and I'm going to do the rest tomorrow. But I want to have no more than 20 games to do tomorrow. 1593, so they're around our rating, actually. And their team looks a little weird, but I mean, I can kind of get the jealous. And I think this is Wide Guard as well, if I remember correctly. I know it's a Trick Room setter. So definitely running Trick Room, which is kind of interesting, but I like it. Let's see. Groudon, Drought, Arcanine, Intimidate, because they don't have a beat up mon. They don't have a viable beat up mon. There's no way. Okay, anyway. Venusaur, G-Max, Chlorophyll, Jellicent, Jolteon. Jellicent's water absorb, by the way, for sure. And then this is Volt Absorb as a Kyogre partner, for sure. And then Kyogre with Drizzle. Their team is pretty telegraphed, but it's a little bit wonky. Regardless, though, I lead off with Lunala Grim. Lunala Grim actually kind of manhandles this team. In terms of my partner Pokemon, I'm going to bring Landorus in the back for sure. I'm going to go with Landorus Zekrom here. I think this is a really free team, actually, in my opinion. I don't really need the speed control this game, though Grim obviously has it just to have it. But I don't really need the speed control. I'm actually just going to go for screens and try and make Lunala sweep, because I think Lunala can kind of tear this team in two. So that's what I'm going to focus on, I think. Basically, yesterday's games were mostly about focusing Zekrom. Today's are going to be mostly Lunala, though I might mesh it into one recording, to be fair. I'm a little indifferent on if I want to or not. I think I kind of have it down pat for how I want to do it, though, if I do one recording. Regardless, though, they lead off with this sort of pair, which I'm honestly fine with. This is literally the only pair I think I would go for Scary Face turn one on, actually, I won't lie. But I'm going to go for Meteor Beam on the Venusaur into a Scary Face on the Venusaur. Current rank, we're 16-10 right now. We're 16-10, 12-4 total. So, I will take that. Yeah, they're going for max on Venusaur, that's perfectly fine. I don't mind this. I just wanted to hit off truthfully before I attacked with Lunala. Before Groudon and Venusaur attacked me. So, let's see, Lunala. If they outpace me too, we know they're timid. I'm assuming that they're probably modest because they're Chlorophyll, but who knows, who knows. I don't actually know if it's more common to run timid or modest. But if they're timid, they outpace me. So we'll know at least damage calcs off of that range. So yeah, so they're probably modest. There's no way they would run timid, but slower than this. I refuse to believe that. Okay. So, that's good for calcs at least. We know, obviously, we're calculating for a modest G-Max Venusaur. This won't OHKO, but I feel like this plus the Max Phantasm will definitely OHKO, if nothing else. And then next turn I can go for a Reflect to try and just, take the Groudon hit a little bit better. But to be fair, I mean, Groudon might KO. I don't know if it will, though, or not. Their Life Orb, that's perfectly fine. Precipice Blades, avoid Lunala? Or we avoided Grim. Not Lunala. That was a Pokemon I would have preferred to avoid with, though. What the fuck? Okay. This is fine. That's fine. Vine Lash might actually KO. Okay, it KO'd. Unfortunate. Okay. So Vine Lash is gonna go off on Grim. Yeah, if we avoided with Lunala, I think it would have been fine there, but not a big deal, we can still go for the max with Landorus, actually, and Landorus might actually be the better option, to be fair. This is fine. So basically what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna go for a max Fly and just KO the Venusaur. Get my speed boost as well, just in general. Because that'll be pretty useful, I think, if nothing else. So we know that this is their max. I'm just going to OHKO this, and I'm going to go for a Reflect for the Groudon specifically is what I'm concerned with. But with Venusaur in, I'm no longer concerned about my speed control, and even if Jolteon did come on this team, I can just go for Max Quake and I outpace it. So I'm really not too concerned here. I don't care about the Sun that much, because Venusaur dies this turn, and I don't really mind Arcanine having a Sun boost. But if Arcanine does come in next, I'm going to go for Rockfall instead of Quake, just to change the weather, just so it's doing less damage overall with fire moves, if it is an offensive Arcanine for some reason, which it could be, but I'm not really anticipating one. So just to have my sort of security there, I guess. I'm anticipating that Kyogre probably came in the back, or at least Jellicent if nothing else. They're withdrawing, that's perfectly fine. Nothing to really switch into is going to really appreciate taking Life Orb Max Lando. Like, Jolteon's their flying resist. So they're going to go into Jellicent. Yeah, this should get OHKO'd. They're going to go into, what's the last Mon? So we can at least figure out their 4 right now. They're going to go into Arcanine. Okay, so they did not bring the Kyogre or the Jolteon. That's good to note. They are Intimidate. That's also good to note. Okay. Hey Zeke, how are you doing today? Okay, so they went for the Intimidate. It's a little bit annoying, but it's not a big deal. We know they're 4 at the very least. They burn their max on top of this. We're gonna get the Fly off. This should definitely still do some good damage, if nothing else. Landorus. Let me really quickly actually mark for custom spreads only. Jellicent. So we're gonna get the Reflect off. That's good for later, if nothing else. Max Fly at -1. This should be a 3-8 KO most likely, because I'm assuming it's Fizdef Jellicent. Yeah, that's actually. This might not be Fizdef. Jury's still out on this one, being Fizdef or not. If it's leftovers though, I'm just gonna go for Spirit Break on it. Actually, I'm gonna go for Spirit Break on it either way. Because I don't want this mon getting off the Trick Room here. I'm more concerned with the Trick Room than I am with... Well, am I more concerned with the Trick Room? I don't know if I am. I think I truthfully would rather let them get the Trick Room up, because I can Scary Face myself later on. So I'm going to go for a... I'm going to go for a Quake here on the Arcanine. And I'm going to go for a... I'm going to go for Spirit Break on the Jellicent, just to make it 2 less with, just make it 2 less if it's going for, like, a Water Spout later on. Because Water Spout could be a bit damning, I guess. Arcanine gets O-Code, beautiful. I'm really glad that Arcanine gets O-Code. We get our Spit F boost as well, which is really nice. So yeah, if this Jellicent's going for Trick Room, I'm not too concerned. If it's going for Ice Beam, that's also fine, because between Dynamax and the +1, I cannot imagine that we're not going to be set here. Spirit Break goes off. We're also... Oh yeah, this is also going to be -1 on top of that. So yeah, I'm really not too concerned with this. Crit. Don't think it really matters, because I should be able to just O-Code this next turn anyway. Strength Tap. Okay, so that's what they're going to go for. That's interesting, but it's actually kind of cool. I like Strength Tap. Good tech. Good tech, good tech, good tech. And it gets it back really healthy, actually, so that's really good tech for my opponent. Okay. So this isn't too bad, actually. I think I kind of prefer this, truthfully. What I can do next turn is I can go for a Light Screen just in case a Venusaur comes in, and on top of that as well. Well, actually, you know, if Venusaur comes in, I'm going to go for... Well, I'm plus 1. So yeah, I'm going to have to go for the Scary Face. Is what I'm going to have to go for. Now I'll just O-Coat with Max Fly. They're probably going to go Groudon, though. They go to Venusaur, actually. Oh, so they give me Venusaur. Okay. So then, yeah, I'm going to go for Airstream here. I feel like even at -2, I still O-Coat this. And I'm going to go for a Scary Face on the Venusaur. Just to drop its speed, so then Lando can outpace it. If they go for Protect on Venusaur, good play. But I can't imagine I don't do some good damage to this, at least if nothing else. So they're going to withdraw Venusaur here. That's honestly not a big deal. What they're probably doing is setting up a Trick Room this turn. Or maybe they're just going for a Scary Face again. Either way, I don't entirely mind this. It's just chip on Groudon or something else. I could always crit it too, to be fair. I'd be lucky to do so, but I could always still crit it. Yeah, it did some okay damage actually for -2. So it's not terrible. I will definitely take that. They're probably gonna go for Strength Sap or Trick Room though. I can't imagine they don't go for one of the two. They're gonna go for Trick Room. Yep, okay, so they are going for Trick Room. Alright. I'm gonna wait, I think. Because Zekrom can definitely tear this team. And I kinda wanna sack Landers if I'm gonna be completely honest. But the issue being though is I need Grim alive. Ugh. Okay. So I'm in a little bit of a pickle right now, actually. I'm in a little bit of a pickle. But maybe my Zekrom's still slower, to be fair, than... Well, I think that Grim... I think that, truthfully, I'm going to lose both my Pokemon to Jellicent, actually. I think it's just going to go for Water Spout, will it not? Will it not just go for Water Spout here? Kind of wish I had Taunt and Grim, but Light Screen should at least help a little bit with the spread. Then I kind of just need to hope that Zekrom can outslow the Groudon. Oh, so they're letting Landers live. So they're 100% going to go for like an Ice Beam or something. Yeah, they're 100% going to go for like an Ice Beam or something. That's not good. Will-Wisp. Oh! Okay. This is really bad, actually. Well, really bad for Lando, I should say. Like, Lando's super useless now. But I couldn't really double in Zekrom, though. Because if I doubled in Zekrom here, then I took a ton of damage that I just didn't need to take. Okay. So basically what I need to do now, Landers is extremely expendable. It's really just sitting here just for field position, I guess, at this point, if nothing else. Just to have a second Pokemon on the field. But it does nothing. It does absolutely nothing at this point in the game. I'm gonna go into Zekrom, and I'm just gonna hope I underpace. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. I'm gonna hope I take the hit, but I outpace. Right? That's what I want to go for? Groudon. So basically, the way I see it, is... Why does that do no damage on the calc? Because it shows that it does, like, 0. Oh, because I'm Dynamax. That's fucking why. Okay. So I should actually still guarantee take this. So, Draco either way should KO. I'm gonna go for a Rock Slide here. And I'm gonna go... Actually, I'm gonna go for a Fly on the... I'm gonna go for a Fly on the Groudon slot. And I'm gonna go for a Draco on the Groudon slot as well. Because I really need that Groudon gone. But basically, I'm gonna hope they pop my policy. Hell yeah, they're gonna pop my policy. Okay. I guarantee you take this. I guarantee take this. Yep, see that? I chew. And there's no way in hell that this Jellicent is going to OHKO me, right? There's no way. And I should outpace Venusaur 100%. Will-O-Wisp, I'm fine with this. I don't mind a Will-O-Wisp at all, actually. Okay. So this is good. This is good. Because I can't get Sleep Powder now, so that's actually really nice for me. Basically, what I need to do at this point in the game, I need to... Oh, I just realized my mic's a bit far. So basically, at this point in the game, what I need to do here, I need to make sure that, I don't know, what do I actually need to do? I don't know what I need to prioritize. I think what I'm going to prioritize is killing the Jellicent first, just so it doesn't keep strength sapping me for HP back. Well, actually, I'm more worried about Ice Beam, if anything. Though, to be fair, I will say, if it's Ice Beam, I don't think I can win anyway. But I'd rather not take multiple. I'm kind of curious, actually. How much does Landorus do? -2. Burned. Venusaur. With Fly. Fly somehow might KO, which is kind of wild. It probably won't, but there's a chance it might. I'm going to go for Rising Voltage, though, on the Jellicent, and just going to try and kill it. If I can take out the Jellicent... Strength Tap. Okay, so this is only... It's like Trick Room, Will-O-Wisp, Strength Tap. I don't know what that last move is. Okay, then I kind of wish I took out the Venusaur. Venusaur has Earth Power, fuck. Then I don't know if I could have really done anything. Well, no, I could have clicked Protect. But to be fair, if Jellicent had Ice Beam, then I never won that anyway. But Landorus should always, like, lose to the Jellicent anyway. Basically, though, if Jellicent had Ice Beam, or even Hex, even if it just had Hex as the last move, I never won this scenario. Because Jellicent was always just going to be able to click Hex and then freely take out my Zekrom, or at worst, take it out to Burn. Or even just put it in range of Venusaur just going for something dumb. So, there was a lot of scenarios, I think I still lost that anyway. Venusaur should be able to 100% just clean me, though. I'm not even going to bother protecting, because I legitimately cannot do the damage to Jellicent to break it. Even with a crit, I don't do the damage to Jellicent to break it. Because this is 100% just like Fizz Dab Jellicent. We know that for a fact. But, like, yeah, crit Rock Slide and doubles does jack. It wouldn't have done anything. I would need to, like, 6 times. I would need to literally, I think, be, like, +6 to crit it. And even then, I don't know if I killed. And I was -2. So I would have been a neutral hit, basically. So a bit unfortunate. But you know what? It's okay. We're 1-1 for the day. There we go. Okay. We're going to continue onward. Continue battling. Okay. Hi, Pokemon fan. How are you doing? I'm sorry I didn't respond earlier. Hopefully you're doing well. Okay. So yeah. Let's see if we can get another win here. I'm really hoping we can get another win. My goal for the whole run was 15, so we're only 3 away. So I would be very happy if we can get like 1 more win tonight at least, because then that means I only need to win 2 tomorrow. Or if I, just finished the run, that's also really good. But yeah, basically it's just gonna come down to the next few games. Let's see what happens though. Let's see what happens. Right now it's really just a waiting game though. Ugh. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. Just find an opponent sooner. Any find opponent sooners? I just wanna go to bed. I'm tired. Okay, perfect. We have found an opponent. Danny1635. Ooh, okay. So, this looks like a real team. Zacian, Crown, Thunderous. I'm assuming this is Prankster, but this could actually, to be fair, still be, this could still definitely be Defiant. Kyogre, Grimmsnarl, Incineroar, and then Rillaboom, G-Max. Okay. So, in terms of what I'm going to do here, I think I'm 100% going to lead off with Zekrom and Whimsicott here. Because I want to get that speed advantage. I think early on that speed advantage will be huge. And I'm just gonna go for max on Zekrom. I think turn 1. Well, maybe it depends on the lead. I'm definitely gonna bring Landers in the back. Actually, no, I'm gonna lead off with. I take that back. Actually, I'm gonna lead off with Grim and Lando. No. That's a terrible lead. I take it back. I need to bring Zekrom as the lead, and I need to late game max Lando, and I need to go with Grim. I'm gonna withdraw. Add in, enter. There we go. Okay, because I need the Grim to be on the lead. You're finally done with your Zacian Kyogre team. That's cool. Okay, yeah. So I needed the Grim as the lead 100% though. Really, just because it sort of helps with any sort of bullshit my opponent can go for as a lead. And it also means that my Zekrom should be really good to take multiple hits, even if they go for a max. I don't know Kyogre Grim themselves. Okay. So this is fine. This is sort of scenario why I really like my Grim lead. Because in case they go for, let's say, like a light screen here. Wait, I went with Lunala? What? I know I submitted a team. Why did it lead me Lunala? Oh no, it fucking auto-shows my lead. I know for a fact I submitted a team. I know for a fact I submitted it in time. This isn't terrible though. What Pokemon did I end up bringing for me? Just top 4, right? Okay, so it has top 4. Alright. I still have it out here. We're gonna go for Wide Guard turn 1. And I'm gonna go for Max Lightning on the Kyogre. And we're gonna hope that they do not Dynamax their Kyogre. Because they don't Dynamax their Kyogre. They'd have to be a really slow Kyogre to actually be Dynamaxing this. Like 20 speed or lower to be Dynamaxing this turn. So I'm pretty fine with this. And our Wide Guard should help in case they go for like a Blizzard or a Spout or something. So I'm pretty content with this turn actually. And even if they go for like a light screen, I'm really fine with this. So yeah, so they're definitely not going for a max. That's good to know. So they're probably going for an Ice Beam or a single target or a dual target move. They're gonna go for light screen on Grim. This is perfectly fine. Curious what they're gonna go for. So they're gonna go for Water Spout. Okay, so I'm very, very glad I made the play I did. They're probably Scarf Kyogre if I had to guess. But to be fair, they could easily just be Specs. Either way though, I'm 100% gonna take advantage of this. And Kyogre is gone. That is beautiful for me. So I think I'm just gonna pick this off actually with Meteor Beam on Lunala. Because there's no way in hell I don't KO this. And I'm just gonna go for a Lightning on the Grimmsnarl. Because Lunala will outpace this, and that way then I don't need to worry about... biggest reason as well for that play, by the way, was in case they maxed. I didn't want them maxing and then outpacing me and going for a Blizzard. Because if they crit Blizzard, that could be kind of an issue. Well, crit max Blizzard, I should say. So they're going for Incineroar, so they must have anticipated that well, they must assume I'm physical. Especially seeing, to be fair, they only did see the one attack being the electric move, which does still leave room for physical, to be fair. But this turn actually should pick off both these Pokemon, or at the very least Incineroar. Yo, Randy, how are you doing? How are you doing, Randy? We're 1-1 for the day. Alright, Incineroar should... Actually, Incineroar won't die here because of the light screen. So Incineroar should take this hit guaranteed. But it's fine because I can pick it off next turn very, very easily. Grim also will probably be alive, but on the bright side, this is a very, very bad set actually for my opponent to keep around. So I'm pretty content with this. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to Moonblast on the Grimmsnarl, and I'm going to go for a Quake on the Incineroar, so that way then I get the Speed F boost. This should just help overall with just taking hits. But I think, yeah, so they're gonna go for Dynamax anyway. They're probably Dynamaxing Incineroar if I had to guess. I can't imagine they would go for Snooze. Maybe they do actually. I do have a Zekrom out, so maybe they go for it. They're gonna go for Incineroar. Okay, this is really not a big deal actually. I kind of wish I could dual targeted, but truthfully, I'm so glad they're burning the max in Incineroar over anything else. Because that means no max on Rillaboom, which could have actually been a little bit scary for my Zekrom. They're going to go for Scary Face. Ooh. Kind of curious what they targeted. They targeted Lunala, actually. Okay, so I'm still going to guarantee the hit on Incin. And I might even KO. Nope, I did not OHKO. I genuinely thought I would KO. I don't know why. I mean, I guess my policy's not popped. So I don't know why I assumed that, but not a huge deal, not a huge deal. They're gonna go for Darkness. This is probably on the Lunala, right? Yeah, this is on Lunala. We actually took that. I'm not gonna lie.
That does shock me. I will say I'm very shocked that we took that. But if nothing else, we're... I thought it would do more. There's probably AV. Also, yeah, like the vid, guys, if you're watching. Grim is definitely dead, right? Yeah, Grim is gone. Okay, so it's at least the Scary Face option gone. This means as well, I'll guarantee outpace the Incineroar next turn, and I can go for a Rising Voltage on it. That'll definitely do more than Earth Power at the very least, because Earth Power does like 180 equivalent, and I know if I can do more. Okay. So, this is not a big deal, actually. Let's see, so what am I gonna do? So, okay, I think I figured out what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna go for a Moongeist Beam on the Zacian, and I'm gonna go for a Protect with Zekrom, because my guess is they're gonna play off in Darkness for my Lunala and play off my Zekrom. And I want Lunala to die. I want Lunala to die, and then I can bring in. So yeah, did you go for the play off? Okay, yeah, I want Lunala to die, and in case they don't kill Lunala, this still works out well for me. Okay, so they do just kill the Lunala. Okay, this is good, because now I can set up screens, and screens help a lot. Like, button was demolished. Nice, we like to hear that. Yeah, so with this in mind, I can go for the... Do I want to go for the Landers, actually? I think I want to go for the... Oh, I want to go for the Grim. I definitely want to go for the Grim. Because I get Scary Face on the Zekrom, on the Zacian slot, and I can just take that out. I can just take that out right now. Max strike the like button. Hell yeah. We appreciate that, bird. Okay, so yeah, we're going to go for this, and I'm going to go for the Rising Voltage. Because again, Rising Voltage should do more, and we're going to take out the Zacian this way. Well, actually, no, they have the screens up, so they probably won't KO. But it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Also the Instant. I also have the Landers around next turn, so I'm not too concerned. Scary Face goes off on the Zekrom. We should do a good amount of damage, at least on something else. Between the stab boost, the extra boost from electric terrain, on top of also just the fact that electric terrain boosts my damage, I should be set here. Yeah, this is half actually. I'll take that for not boost. Ooh, we avoided. That's actually pretty big. I won't lie. That's actually super big for us. Okay, so they're 100% fucked now. Because I just go for a Reflect. I go for a Reflect, I take out the Zacian, and then I only have to worry about Incineroar left. Actually... Oh, Electricity's gone. That's a little bit annoying, I won't lie. Okay. And I think yeah, I'm still gonna go for a Reflect either way. But I'm gonna go for an Earth Power on the Zacian. And the goal is, to be honest, the goal is to hope they attack Zekrom. Because I outpace both these Pokemon either way. So that's not a concern of mine. But if they target my Zekrom, I'll have Lando Grim left. And Lando Grim can beat this team. 100% I can beat this team. Because Kyogre is nearly picked off. So I just need to Scary Face it and then Lando Earthquake spams. So I'm actually really fine. They're going to go for Protect on Zacian. Not a big deal. Again, I need specifically the Reflect up. So yeah, the Reflect is fine. Literally, as long as they don't target Grim, I'm pretty okay with this. So Earth Power, not a huge concern. They're also losing their screens by doing this, which, I mean, is something for us. Lariat goes off. It's not a concern of mine. Zekrom chewed that. Holy fuck. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go for... I mean, I guess I'll go for Spirit Break with the Instant slot, just in case they double into Kyogre to try and get an Intimidate off later. I'm just gonna go for Earth Power on the Zacian, because again, I just want to get as much damage off as possible on the Zacian, though I'm fully aware I'm not gonna KO it. Okay. So yeah, we didn't OHKO. We came close though. Behemoth Blade. Come on. They go for Grim. No! We get OHKO'd still. Holy shit. Was that a crit? That was not a crit. Damn, that just OHKO's then. Holy shit. That's with the Reflect too. Flare Blitz. Okay, so we'll at least shoot that on this, to be fair. Okay. So what I'm going to do actually then, I'm going to go into Landers here, because I still can actually make this work. Basically what I have to do here is I just need to Earthquake. If I Earthquake plus Protect, I'm still fine, because I can take out the Zacian and the Incineroar here. Both of those Pokemon are gone. If they double to Kyogre, it's still 2 Pokemon gone. They would have to Protect. If that's not Scarf Kyogre, I should win by doing this. Well, so I guess the issue comes... Well, no, because I need Zekrom around in case they double. If they double, I need Zekrom around. It's the only way I can do this. Well, how much do I do, actually? Stupid question. How much do I do to Zacian crowned with Rock Slide? Healthy, not a crit. Rock Slide doesn't do enough. Okay, yeah, so I have to go for the Protect here. Okay, and then I just need to hope that... they don't go for Protect. If they go for Protect on other Pokemon, I'm a little bit screwed, but it's not a huge concern. I'm gonna go for Protect on Zacian. Okay. So Instant still does die. Okay. So basically, my out is hoping they're not Scarfed Kyogre. But to be fair, what Scarfed Kyogre hit would screw me over? I don't know. Just Blizzard Oko? I don't think Blizzard Oko is actually. I need to hope they're not Scarfed, is quite literally what I'm banking on here. If they're not Scarfed, I think I'm set. Kyogre comes out, that's fine. Okay. So... what am I gonna bank on here? I think... weird play, and I know I might be kind of shooting myself in the foot doing this, but I'm gonna Protect on Lando. And the off chance this is Ice Beam, I think they're going to prioritize attacking the Landorus because it's a spread Pokemon. Assuming that they do go there, so hypothetically speaking, if they're gonna go for a raw Ice Beam because it does target both these Pokemon, I think I would be more worried about the Landorus because Landorus could outright kill both right now. So with that in mind, I'm gonna go for Protect on Landorus, and I'm gonna go for a Rising Voltage on the Kyogre, and I'm gonna hope that's my win con here. If they're Scarf Kyogre, though, and they go for, like, an Origin, so they're gonna go for Origin. Fuck. Does Zekrom take that? I don't know if Zekrom takes that. I gotta hope that Zekrom takes that. I don't think it will, though. Yeah, okay. So if they're Scarfed Origin, I lose at this point. But to be fair, I lost in most situations, I feel like especially in any sort of clean game, to be fair, I would 100% lost already, because obviously Zekrom would have had a ton more. It would have been O-code already. I wouldn't have even gotten this opportunity. So I'm not too upset. If they're not Scarfed, though, then Earthquake just wins. So it's really going to come down to that. I kind of had to make the play, though. I feel like in case they clicked an Ice Beam. So yeah, they're going to go for Origin. I have to dodge. Didn't dodge. Okay, unfortunate. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I can only do so much about that. So GG my opponent. We're 1-2 for the day. Not a big deal. We're 12-6. Okay. Bit of a rocky start, but you know what? It's okay. We're starting in higher territory. So I'm not as concerned with the losses early on. Stays lucky? Yeah, it didn't end up mattering, though. Let's see. Instant Army Shot, Snarl, Flare Blitz, Fake Out, Fighting Shot. That's a cool set. But yeah. We're gonna hope for some more wins. As I said, I don't know if I'm gonna do all... I mentioned this earlier in stream, but I don't know if I'm gonna do all 15 games today. I'm definitely gonna do at least, like, 8 to 10. And then I'm gonna do the rest tomorrow. Okay, so Muggsy. Alright. So, Rillaboom, G-Max, Grassy Surge, Terminatus, Pressure, Cinderace, G-Max, Moltres, Galar, Charizard, G-Max, Sword, Power, Calyrex, Shadow, as one. Okay. So, I think I 100% lead off with Lunala plus Whimsicott here. And then I go for Landorus in the back. Oh no, I don't know if I bring Landorus this game. I'm definitely gonna bring Zekrom. I think I bring Grim as my last mon. And we're gonna rock with that. So good luck in front of my opponent. And we're gonna hope for some wins. Okay. So, I'm kind of hoping to lead off with, like, a Moltres Galar plus Calyrex or something. I don't know if they will, though. I don't even know what team they would really lead off with. Calyrex and Eternatus. Okay, that kind of makes sense, to be fair. So basically what I need to do here, I need to go for the... Okay. So basically what I need to do this turn, I need to go for Wide Guard plus Tailwind, because I need to get my Tailwind up in case this is Sash, and I need to go for Gleam plus Moongeist, is how I go for that. So we're gonna go for a wide guard here, plus a tailwind this turn. Etern obviously cannot Oko me in one hit, so I'm not really worried about Eternatus. Eternatus could still maybe pick off my Lunala, but at worst I trade it for Calyrex, which I don't mind. I don't mind doing that at all. Hopefully they go for Sludge Wave instead of Sludge Bomb. That would actually be amazing. That would probably be best case scenario. We're gonna go for Flamethrower here. Okay, that's really fine. They're gonna go for Flamethrower actually. They're gonna go for Ash Wash. Okay, perfect. So that's a Scarf Eternatus, right? That's Scarfed? I feel like that's Scarfed. Okay, well, either way, we're gonna go for a Moongeist Beam here. And we're gonna go for a Dazzling Gleam. Because I just need to make sure I'm breaking Sash. In case this is a Sash Calyrex, I just need to break the Sash. So that's why we're going to go for a Gleam here. If this is really Scarfed and it outpaces, then that's... Okay, so we didn't get outpaced. I'm not going to lie, I was a little bit worried that Eternatus with a Scarf would outpace. But we will take that, It's just a fast Pokemon, I guess. To each their own, I still think you can Scarf, though, but Calyrex is gone either way, which is really good. That's one Pokemon down. Okay. And Eternatus is probably going to go for Flamethrower. Yeah, okay. Not a concern. Whimsicott's gone, so I don't mind trading my support. Lunala should be able to go on a tear here. And if this really is choiced, I'm certainly fine with this. They're definitely not Black Sludge, at least. I'm going to go for Zekrom, and I think I'm just going to go for Max. Because there's not really an option they have that really threatens this at this point. In fact, Max Dragon hits everything really well, right? They're going to go into Charizard, actually. Yeah, no, that's what I'm thinking. I have triple Fey. I don't know why. Anyway, we're gonna go for a Meteor Beam here. I know it Oko Charizard with that, even if it goes for the Max. And I'm gonna go for Max. Weir on the Eternatus. I know I outpace both these Pokemon guaranteed. So they're gonna withdraw Eternatus here. That's fine. They don't have a switch in a Max Weir, so they're kind of throwing out a Pokemon here. They're gonna win a Cinderace. Okay, so this gets sacked. So that does lead me to believe they're 100% Scarfed. I could not imagine another reason they would make that play ever. Because if they're not Scarfed, then why would they have ever doubled there? They would have clicked Eternamax Cannon. Or, whatever the cannon was. Point is, Dynamax Cannon, that's what it is. Because Eternamax Cannon is for the Max move. Point is, though, is they would have clicked it. If they're like a Bond set or something. So, yep, they're going to go into Zard, that's fine. Max Zard obviously folds to my Lunala Meteor Beam. We know that it Okos. It would have to be Chardy. But even if it's Chardy, I don't mind that. I have options in the back to take this out. And in fact, my Zekrom outright just takes it out. And if they're going to go for the Lunala specifically, I'm not concerned. Also, if they're Chardy, there's no way in hell they Oko me. So I'm really not upset about this sequence of plays at all. Meteor Beam goes off. Come on, I just need this to hit. Come on, Meteor Beam. Let's go, Meteor Beam. I hate how long his animation takes, by the way, because it makes it take so... It's so suspenseful. It avoid the attack. Alright, cocky. That's fine. Cinderace is at least gone, though. There's only 2 Pokemon left in the field. So we know for a fact it's Eternatus and Charizard left. And I don't think that Charizard can Oko me with anything. There should be nothing at Charizard Okos me with, right? Yeah, Max Wildfire. So they're not even going to go for the Oko. They're going to go for Lunala. Which I'm really fine with this. Lunala still massacres anyway. Because realistically, all I need to do is just go for... Okay, so they're Life Orb anyway, yeah. So I'm just going to go for a Max Dragon, and I'm going to go for Moongeist and the Zard. Obviously, I don't Oko the Zard, but I'm really fine with this. Because no matter what, either A, they give me 2 turns with Lunala to go for Moongeist, and I feel like I take it out with 2 Moongeists. Actually, hold on. Do I just take out Eternatus? Offensive, level 50, Lunala, Moongeist Beam, +1. I don't Oko it. I guarantee do not Oko it. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to go for Moongeist and the Zard then. I would rather take out the Etern before it goes for a cannon on me. So I'm just going to take out the Etern. If they go for Protect, that's fine. But again, I'm 99% sure they're Scarfed. I feel like there's no other reason they would have made that play. But I feel like my Zekrom should outpace. Maybe it doesn't, but I feel like it should. It reasonably should. They'll go for Max Guard here, that's fine. Moongeist Beam gets protected by this. I don't mind this too much. Okay, so they're not Scarfed. Because Scarf would have outpaced, because my Zekrom's really slow. So then maybe they're like choiced or something? I don't know. This game confused me. This game really made my head hurt, I won't lie. But hey, We clinched the win because they cannot beat both these Pokemon with Charizard. Literally, there was no universe that could beat both these Pokemon with Charizard. But if they're not Scarfed, what the fuck was their set? Tailwind petered out? I do not give a shit. The Sard cannot out both my Pokemon. Okay, yeah. Maybe Modest Cali? I guess, but like, even still, I'm just so confused. I'm genuinely just so confused here. Lunala, that's fine. They targeted the wrong Pokemon. If they wanted a chance, they had to have Max Quaked my Zekrom. That's the only way they had a chance, and even still, I don't think it could. But they lost their chance right here. They cannot win the game anymore. Because Lightning is going to go off, and I just screens next turn anyway. Or I just Oko. I didn't think I would Oko, I'll be honest. Like, I get this is Life Orb Zard, but I'm not even Weakness Policy boosted. Bird probably like Modest Rider. I feel like Bird's a Modest Shadow Rider kind of person. But we're 13-6, which is good. We're 2 wins away from our goal of 15 for the set. Well, not for the set, but like 15 wins total for like the entire tournament. That was my goal going into this. So hey, I'll take that if we get 15. Anyway, we're gonna get some more games. Yes, we are. At the very least, I'm definitively gonna do 2 more games tonight. I'm gonna try for at least 7 more. I don't think I'm gonna do the whole 15 for the night, and that's fine. I'll just do a long stream tomorrow. But you know what? That is okay. That is okay. Actually, we've done 4 games already. Oh, you know what? Yeah, because we were 11-4 to start. Okay, so I'm at least gonna do 6 more games then, I should say. I think I'm gonna do 6 more, but I might do the full 11. I don't know why, but 11 is so much less daunting than 12 was. I don't know why. It just feels like it. Scarf Ogre's cool. I like Scarf Ogre. Okay, so not real team. Alright, good to know. They had a win somehow. I couldn't tell you why, but they have a win. Okay. Well, this is a Lando Grim. This is definitely Lando Grim. We're gonna bring Zekrom in the back, and I'm gonna bring Lunala in the back. And I'm just gonna try and smash on lead. I think that Max Lando truthfully could just lead and win. I'll be honest, I don't see a world where it doesn't lead and win. But we'll see, we'll see. My brain is really hurting. God damn it. I kind of want to just do 25 games tomorrow, but I don't know. Lucha Boomer. Yeah, Lucha Boomer's kind of cool. I'll give it that. I'll definitely give it that. That's really cool. But, like, terrible. It's really terrible. This is such a terrible team. This is probably from, like, some Ratchet in-between series, like a series 7 or 8. I think those were just normal series, right? Point is, though, is this is not a real team for this format. But, hey, to each their own, to each their own. Who am I to judge? I'll still judge anyway, but who am I to judge? Holucha Sylveon. Okay, then yeah. I'm watching my mouth? No, I'm not watching my mouth. Okay. So, I'm 100% just gonna go for Max Fly. Just gonna go for Max Fly and the Sylveon. Yeah, we're gonna go for Max Fly on the Sylveon. And I'm gonna go for a light screen, because truthfully, I more so would mind the Sylveon pulling out shit. If they're quick attack weakness policy, then shit. But they're not gonna do anything to me. They're not gonna do shit to my landers. So definitely maxing Lucha, that's fine. I don't mind this at all. I'm curious what Lucha's gonna click here, but quick attack weakness policy would be interesting, because they would have bluffed with a seed, which is kinda cool. That would actually be super cool if they did that, I won't lie. But they're only gonna be +1, so I'm not as concerned. If Lucha, I think Lucha maybe gets Ice Beam, but Ice Punch, but even still, like, what's it set at that point? That'd be interesting though, because I'm almost certain Lucha gets Ice Punch. Oh, Lucha. I know it gets Fire and Thunder Punch. Nope, it does not get Ice Punch. Yeah, what's it? It can't break me. It literally cannot break me. Alright. So they are going to actually go for weakness policy. That's interesting. I like that a lot. I still don't think it matters, because even if they go for Airstream, I just reflect next turn. If they don't go for Airstream, then I'm outpacing. So yeah, they're going to go for Airstream. This is basically just a war of attrition for a very piss weak Pokemon. Like, it can't even 2-KO me. Get in my level. This Pokemon is out of its depth. It is out of its depth. Very, very much so. Especially when I reflect next turn. This Pokemon is very much so out of its depth. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna reflect. I'm gonna kill the Lucha next turn. Well, actually, I don't know if I'll kill the Lucha, but I'm definitely gonna like give it a run for its money, if nothing else. Because what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go for. That's basically what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna click Reflect plus Airstream, and then I'm gonna go for Spirit Break in the following turn while I click Protect and Lando. What do I think of your team? I mean, I've only seen a couple Pokemon. Okay, so they're gonna go for Instance. They're gonna drop my attack. That's gonna be really useful if nothing else. I think I'm actually gonna go for Max Guard this turn, because I could totally see them trying to take out my, trying to fake out and then try and get some good damage off on Lando. So just in case, I'm gonna Scary Face their Hawlucha. So that way then, when they do inevitably try and fake out my Grim, it doesn't really matter either way, but in case they don't, I still get a benefit of this turn. So yeah, they're gonna go for fake out. Good play, at least for nothing else. They're gonna go for Airstream and Max Guard. Perfect. Okay. So I'm gonna go for another Airstream on the Hawlucha, and I think this turn I'm gonna go for my Reflect. Hawlucha will be at 0 speed next turn, which is really good. And I would truthfully rather get that on the turn after Max, because I can go for Rockside Flinch. But I think this Reflect is more useful for the long term, just in case I don't Oko Hawlucha, because I don't think I will. I'm like 80% sure I do. Well, I'm 80% sure I don't Oko it, but hey, if I Oko it, I Oko it. I feel like it's definitely better safe than sorry, in my opinion. If they're burning Jealousy, that's really the only play I think that could actually happen this turn that I would actually long-term mind, but even still, I feel pretty confident. Let's see, so we're gonna get the Airstream off here, and what's gonna happen? We just Oko. I'll be honest, I did not think that would happen, but maybe I should have just calced it. I felt pretty confident it would not have Oko'd though, but if it did, I should have just Scary Face then. Because +1 Lando would have 100% outpaced -1 Hawlucha, so... Well, no, because it's also been Burden boosted. So Hawlucha would have definitely outpaced me still. So I think I made the right play. Lando trades, that's fine. Zekrom should maul. Because it's Incineroar plus one other Pokemon, and there's nothing they have in their back that beats that. Their recoil, it's fine, and their leftovers Incineroar. Okay, that's cool. Really was a cool addition to that team. Also, hi, welcome to the stream. I'm gonna go Lunala here. I think Lunala's just safer, and again, I get endgame with Zekrom. I don't really worry too much. So they're gonna go Porygon Z. I don't mind this. They can't max it, so it's not really a concerning Pokemon. What I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna go for a Light Screen on the Grimmsnarl, and I'm gonna oh wait, I already have a Light Screen up. Okay, then I'm gonna go for a Scary Face just in case it's a Scarfed, and I'm gonna go for Meteor Beam and Oko the Incineroar, because I know for a fact I guarantee Oko the Incineroar. In case of this is also like some Light Clay Porygon Z for some reason, which, I mean, maybe it could be. I don't even know if it's gets screens. But just in the off chances some sort of support, like maybe even just an Eerie Impulse, let's say, I can drop the speed. So that'll be useful for the Porygon Z, just lowering its speed in case it's like some sort of Scarf set. Or even just max speed Timid, because I'm only creeping base 90 Pokemon with Lunala, because I don't respect Porygon Z. Well, actually, so I guess that would creep, but still, in case it's Scarf, it's still good for Scarf. So as long as I hit Incin here, it's gone. Meteor Beam, it does go off, and that's a dead Incineroar. It's guaranteed dead. Not a set it can run. Alright, beautiful. So Incineroar's gone. At this point, I basically just Spirit Break into Moonblast, I think is my play. Dark Pulse, that's fine. I should chew this, like very easily chew this. Yeah, okay, so this should be game. Because while my Shadow Shield is broken, I'm going to drop a special attack, actually guaranteed with Spirit Break, and if I drop Moonblast, even better. I'm also attacking with a +1 Moonblast, so I cannot see a world where I don't just Oko Porygon Z here with both my Pokemon. Battle was cancelled. Okay, beautiful. So we're 14-6. So we're one win away from our goal. After just 5 games, we were 3-2 for the night, which is really good. Obviously, I mean, that wasn't really a team, but hey, it is what it is. Howdy, Kale. How are you doing? Welcome. Okay, so yeah, so we're in the 1600s again, which is good. That's really good. We're making progress. I'm gonna do 5 more games tonight, I think. And I'm gonna do my other 20 tomorrow. Autos. Okay, this is fine. Is an interesting team. It has Gyarados. Bird has Gyarados. Rusted Sword, Intrepid Sword, Gyarados. I don't know if this is Intimidate. Because this might be Moxie. Scizor, Cinderace, Libero, and Ditto. Okay. So with that in mind, I'm 100% lead off with Whimsicott, and I almost want to lead off with Lando here. No, I'm gonna lead off with Lunala. I'm gonna backseat Zekrom for sure. I'm gonna backseat Landers for sure. But I'm definitely going for Tailwind because Tailwind is basically my out to the Ditto. If Ditto comes in on Whimsicott, it's fine. I don't mind it going in on Whimsicott because I can always taunt on the Whimsicott slot. So it's not too concerning for me. Gyarados, I think, is weirdly enough, the part I'm the most scared of because it could be either Intimidate or Moxie, and if it's Moxie, the Dynamax specifically could be kind of scary. So Zacian and Cinderace, it's fine. This is actually a really good lead for me then. Because what I can do, I can go for a Meteor Beam on that Cinderace slot. And I can go for Tailwind on the Whimsicott. Cinderace could go for Max Airstream, which could be kind of annoying. But I'm not too concerned if Cinderace is the max, actually. Also, if Lunala gets killed, that's fine. I'll guarantee get off a Meteor Beam on it on Cinderace and nothing else. It's some really good damage. And I can max the Zekrom later on. I can also max Landers, to be honest. Landers would also be a phenomenal max option, but I don't know if I want to max that with a +1 speed Zacian Crowned. So, this will be a little bit scary, actually. I think it's Zacian actually be kind of annoying, now that I'm speaking out loud. But I don't really have a way to really, like, stop that from being super annoying. Yeah. But I guess, I mean, I have options that can at least kind of hold it back. So I'm going to max the Cinderace, it's fine. I wonder if I Oko this anyway, because Cinderace isn't exactly bulky. Like, I get it's, you know, a max Pokemon, but we Oko's hard. And I get that, you know, this is a whole different ballpark. We actually nearly guarantee the Oko. We nearly guarantee it. We do 94% minimum to Cinderace with 110% max. So there's a good chance we can Oko. If we Oko, that's actually huge. It's 62%. 62.5%. Worst comes to worst, I just Gleam next turn. So in case they do go for the Airstream, I'm actually still fine. And really, Lunala is good as long as I don't get dual targeted. Meteor Beam goes off, and Cinderace, it lives on just a little bit. God damn it. I mean, if it's Life Orb, it dies, so I'm fine with this trade, actually. In hindsight. And again, at worst, I lose Lunala here. They're gonna go for Whimsicott, actually. Okay, that's huge. That is huge that they're dual targeting they're targeting Whimsicott. Because they're like, hey, I have both these Pokemon around, and I can go for... I mean, I'll just go for Gleam at that point. Behemoth Blade, that's fine. Go for the Whimsicott. Go for the Whimsicott. If they go for Whimsicott, that's huge. They go for Lunala. Okay, that's fine. Alright. I'm gonna go for Taunt and Zacian, mostly just to stop Protect later on. And I'm gonna go for a Moongeist Beam on the Cinderace. They're both gonna outpace me 100%. I'm kind of hoping for just to Protect, but if only they were Life Orbs, I guess they would have taken themselves out last turn. Taunt goes off. Okay, so at the very least, again, we're stopping his potential from Protect. So that's something. Also for Sub, to be fair, but mostly Protect was what I was worried about. Airstream goes off, it's killing Whimsicott, it's fine. This is a scary lead for sure, but I can definitely make it work. That Zacian is definitely going to claim a kill on something, but it's not good. What I think I'm going to do, I'm going to max the Zekrom here. And I'm going to just try and take out what I can. I just need to go for the max Whim, try and drop the Zacian's attack at least. Because it'll be -1 at that point as long as Cinderace doesn't go for Knuckle. But if Cinderace goes for Knuckle, I'm also not too concerned. Okay. So. I guess another concern though would be the Ditto. But I don't think it's hugely impossible, to be fair. Okay. So, oh wait, you know what? Land is faster. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go for Rock Slide into a... I'm not going to pop my policy. I am not going to pop my policy because I'm hoping that they do with Player Off. So I'm going to go for a Max Quake on the Zacian. And I'm going to go for a Rock Slide with the Landorus. There's not really a move that Cinderace could click actually that threatens my Zekrom Max as well. And truthfully, I might even be able to just solo win the game off of Zekrom because they didn't get a speed boost on a turn or anything. So I'll take that. I will take that really well, actually. Though to be fair, if they have Protect, they can Protect. Though if Zacian pops my policy, I might be able to just Oko it. So I'm not as concerned. Okay, so Max goes off. Cinderace is gonna get the Airstream. That's fine. Because now, I mean, if they really want to kill Landorus, they have to target with Zekrom, with Zacian, which means Zekrom's full. So they do go for the playoff. We avoided. Okay. I won't lie. Okay, so that does actually kind of suck. That really sucks. I would have preferred if they hit me. Well, with the miss, I wouldn't have preferred if they hit me. I would have preferred if they hit me though if they hit the playoff, because that would have been so much better for me. Because this actually is kind of terrible. This specific pairing is kind of terrible for me. It's not unwinnable, but it is a little bit more annoying. Though, I guess if they didn't bring a turn, it's fine. It's really not a big deal if they didn't bring a turn. It's only concerning if they did. What's coming in now, though? Ditto comes in. Okay. So Ditto's gonna copy the Landorus, right? It copies Landorus, not Zekrom? It's Landorus. Okay. So then, yeah. So I think I protect the Landorus, and I go for... That actually is a little bit scary. Okay. Oh wait, hold on. I think I know what I'm gonna do here. Okay. So I'm gonna go for Wyrm on the Landorus. I unironically need to not target Cinderace, but I'm gonna go for Rock Slide just in case. Just in case they give me that. But I'm gonna hope for a Policy Pop with the Ditto, because Ditto will not OHKO me and it can't max. So this is fine. The fact that we're special, this is really good for us too. I'm really more concerned about the Eternatus, if anything, though. If Eternatus came to the back, I might still lose this game. Weirdly enough. Fireball. Can Fireball miss? Fireball missing would be great, actually. Damn it, it didn't miss. Okay. So, that's fine. That's fine. I just need to hope they're not like a Sash Ditto. If they're Sash Ditto, that kind of sucks. But to be fair, I mean, I guess Sash Ditto out at pace, so maybe that's a good thing. Actually, no. Okay, so, ooh, they chewed that. What the fuck? I mean, their attacks drop now, so we're gonna chew it even better for next turn. So, this is actually still fine. Because this shouldn't do shit, and they're gonna kill their Cinderace. Yeah, okay, okay. So maybe this was a blessing in disguise? Maybe? I mean, Eternatus is just gonna massacre me if it came. If Eternatus didn't come, though, then I'm set. But because Tailwind's gone now, yeah. That's the big reason why, by the way, that the Rock Slide Miss and Cinderace mattered, because if Eternatus came, it just wins. It clicks Eternamax Cannon, yeah, it clicks Eternamax Cannon, and I cannot beat that. I would quite like to need them to not have Eternamax Cannon for some, Dynamax Cannon for some reason. But it kills me either way, like, there's nothing I could really do about that. I'll go for Wyrm in the off chance they choke. If they choke, then that's fine, but they guarantee OHKO me. So, I can't really do anything about that. It is what it is. They're gonna go for Protect on Ditto. Why they're going for Protect on Ditto? Actually, that doesn't really matter. Protecting on Ditto really doesn't make a difference. Yeah, Dynamax Cannon, this should OHKO. There's no world where it doesn't OHKO, right? I mean, if it doesn't OHKO for some reason, I'll take that. Oh my god, it didn't OHKO. So this is huge, actually. This is really huge, actually. How did that not OHKO? I might win this. But how? I'm really confused, actually. How did I win this? How did I still manage to win this? Because all I need to do here is hit a Draco Meteor. If I hit a Draco, I beat Landorus. Oh, you know what? Never mind. Because that was a... Well, no. Yeah, no, because it changed moves, so it's not even a Scarf Ditto. Okay, so then... What I got? Because it... Never mind. Landorus naturally outpaces me. What am I saying? Yeah, Landorus wins. Okay. So close. I thought I won this for some reason. Okay, yeah. GG to my opponent. It was a very close game, I will say. It was a very close game. Just unfortunate, just unfortunate. Okay, so we're 14-7. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to play until my next loss. And wherever I lose next will be where I end off for the night. Okay. Because as I said, I'm really tired. I have to get up really early tomorrow. So, whenever I lose next, that'll be the game I end off on. And then the rest will be done tomorrow. It's 15:28, that's fine. Okay, so Galio, maybe this is where I end off. Thunderous, Incineroar, Intimidate. Whimsicott, Prankster, Solgaleo, Full Metal Body, and Rillaboom, Grassy Surge. Okay, so is it fair to assume they're just gonna lead off with Thundurus plus Solgaleo here? I feel like it's a pretty fair lead. I'm gonna lead off with Grimmsnarl. Wait, no. Wonderful Whimsicott here. Plus Lunala. I'm not gonna bring Landorus. I'm gonna bring Zekrom and Grimm in the back, I think. I think it's my play. Basically my play is to taunt. If they leave Thundurus, I'm gonna go for taunt turn 1. Because that stops any sort of prankster shenanigans, like a scary face. And then I'm gonna go for a max Phantasm, I think. Well, I'm gonna have to actually double check. I didn't make sure I could take the hit. Is the issue. Because Solgaleo's not gonna be like max speed Jolly, right? Really even Thundurus. Interesting, actually. So then, yeah, I think I just go for a taunt here. A taunt plus Meteor Beam. I think is my play. If they fake out of Rillaboom, that's fine. Not a huge concern. But they kind of guaranteed the Thunder Wave at that point, so I kind of need to just play it as if they're not going to go for it. So we're going to go for Taunt, and we're going to go for a Meteor Beam. And again, we really just need to hope that they're not going to go for Fake Out. If they go for Fake Out, well played. But it is what it is. It is what it is. My win con wouldn't even be Lunala anyway this game. I feel like it could be, to be fair, but I don't think it's going to be. This turn would kind of need to go perfectly for me, just for it to be considered my win con, I think. But maybe we'll get in this scenario. Regardless, so I do think that getting rid of the priority on Thundurus, should it be going for a tail or a scary face or a Thunder Wave this turn, is my best play. So Rillaboom is going to max, or maybe the Thundurus is going to max. Either way, this is good for me, because I could Tailwind next turn. So I'm kind of hoping they did go for Fake Out, because if they go for Fake Out, that's also really nice. Because if they're going to go for Fake Out, they can't beat my Lunala then this turn. Though to be fair, I'm assuming that Rillaboom went for Knockoff then, and Thundurus is going to go for Airstream. No, they did go for the Fake Out. Huh. So it might be fun, actually. Max Airstream. Go for it on the Whimsicott. Yeah, okay, so they went for it on the Whimsicott. Alright, I'm fine with this, actually. Because even with that speed control, I still have Grimm. And Grimm can make it at least -1, and I can just outpace it next turn. And then take it out. So, and then with the Dynamax, I'm still set. So I'm actually pretty fine here. Yeah, this is actually really good for me. Okay, so Thundurus. Yes, Thundurus -1 guarantee under paces. So +1 Meteor Beam. This is Assault Vest. This is definitively Assault Vest, by the way. Yeah, we're gonna go into Grimm. We're gonna go for Scary Face. Okay. So Assault Vest, yeah, Assault Vest gets that like just over half calc that we were seeing. This is Xavier, which is good to note actually. I'm gonna go for Scary Face here, and I'm gonna go for a max Rockfall. Them not going for max Solgaleo was actually amazing for me. I might win with Lunala. Weirdly enough, Lunala plus Grimm might actually win. Specifically because they didn't save the max for Solgaleo. Because Solgaleo max could have maybe caused issues. Depending on the team comp, it could have maybe caused issues. Going for AV Thundurus, though, was probably the best thing I could have seen, I'm not going to lie. Because I'll guarantee just take it out this turn. Their Urchin doesn't matter. If they go for Knockoff, it's not going to matter with Rillaboom. Because it's really not going to do anything. Especially because we've already lost our item. So it's really fine, actually. They're going for Grassy Glide. Okay, so they're 100% trying to just kill the Lunala here. But joke's on them, because this Pokemon is dead. This Pokemon is absolutely dead now. So Defiant goes off of that. It doesn't matter if your attack is boosted if you're not going to live to use an attack. So yeah, Rockfall's going to go off. This is also going to just be nice. Just in case for some reason or whatever this is a Sash Rillaboom, even though there's no shot it is. So that is fodder. That is fodder. So Thundurus is gone. They just have 2 Pokemon left. Well, 3 Pokemon left, including the Rillaboom. Okay. So with that in mind, my guess is they're going to probably bring in the Incineroar here. Probably just try and fake out my Grimm. But I don't mind if they do. I really don't mind if they do, actually. If Incineroar comes in, I'm going to go for Rockfall on that. If anything else comes in, I think I'm going to target the Rillaboom. Because I can't see I can't see a world where that actually should be a big deal. Yeah, the only mon that Scary Face doesn't really matter a huge deal for is Solgaleo. Which is unfortunate, but it's not a huge concern. Because I can go for Reflect if Solgaleo comes in. Well, actually, no, I Scary Face with the Rillaboom, but I still target Solgaleo and just OHKO it. Okay, so Solgaleo comes in. Alright, yeah. Then I'm going to Scary Face the Rillaboom, specifically so then Rillaboom to go for knockoff into Solgaleo winning a speed tie, or even just outpacing. If it is for some reason Jolly Max speed. So we're going to go for Phantasm there. This way I can guarantee get the hit off on Solgaleo before anything else targets me. The only exception would be Grassy Glide and Rillaboom, obviously, but if it's going to go for Grassy Glide, which it was slower anyway, so it definitely did not go for that, then I'm really not that concerned, because it wouldn't have done actual damage. Solgaleo is now gone, and there's just 2 Pokemon left. This also means Solgaleo is bulky, which is great for me. So they basically just have Rillaboom plus 1 more Pokemon left. Darkest Lariat, really not a concern. It does a lot more damage, obviously, but it's not a concern. The crit, crit might have mattered, but I genuinely don't actually know. I feel like they regardless still pick me off with Grassy Glide, and at worst plus Sand next turn. But this isn't too bad, because even, like, the terrain recovery, yeah, it's not a big deal. Sand would have hit first, so I stand by that. Basically, what I think I'm going to go for here is just Phantasm. I'm just going to Phantasm the Rillaboom slot, and with Grim, I'll probably just set an appropriate screen, I think is what I'm going to go for. Kyogre comes in, yeah, so I'm just going to go for that. Actually, let me look. Wide Guard Pokemon. Might have a play. Wide Guard's plus 2 priority, right? Plus 3. Okay, then I know what I'm 100% doing. So I'm going to go for a light screen here. And I'm going to go for a max guard. Because that way then I can set the light screen just in case this is going for a solo target move. But what I want to do basically, I want to max guard so I can go for a wide guard with Lunala. And then sack Lunala at that point. It's basically what I'm going to go for. Water Spout, that's fine. I'm assuming that Grim might still die anyway if this is Specs. If this is Specs, I assume it dies. Okay, so we definitely take that hit. Good to know, good to know. Okay. So, basically at this point, I think what my play is... So what Pokemon do I have in the back? I have Zekrom in the back? Okay. Then my play is to go for a Scary Face on the Kyogre, just in case of choice. And it's to go for a... It's to go for a Moon Guard. No, it's to go for a Wide Guard here, just in the off chance they target Grimmsnarl. Just in the off chance they target Grim. Because maybe they just go for Grim for some reason. I couldn't tell you, but maybe they do. Maybe they do. Regardless, so I want that minus speed in case it's Scarf Ogre. Okay, so Wide Guard goes off. Grim should also live, to be fair, if we do it this way. So I'm fine with this. I could have probably went for Spirit Break and Kyogre, to be fair, but it's not a huge concern. Grassy Glide goes off. This is basically my failsafe to either Pokemon being targeted. So I like the Scary Face middle ground still. Kyogre's Wide Guard still goes off. Beautiful. Okay. So, at this point, I'm going to Scary Face the Rillaboom. And that way then, just in case of Tantrum, I can still take as much as possible, well, as little as possible with Zekrom before killing Kyogre. Draco would do more damage, but I'm going to go for... I'm just going to go for my guaranteed hit, as well as just more consistent chip over time, because I want to save my hit for Rillaboom with I want to save the Draco for Rillaboom specifically. So even though Draco would do more, I still feel confident in my Rising Bolt damage to at least do a sufficient enough amount of damage. So I'm not too concerned here. So we're gonna go for the Scary Face on the Rillaboom. Not only this, but also we're obviously guaranteed outpacing Kyogre, but Rillaboom will guarantee be faster than Kyogre too, unless it's Scarfed. Mostly just because the fact it's already in a +1 speed boost anyway. So we're gonna guarantee outpace. And then hopefully, we get targeted by... Actually, I don't know what I was getting at that point, to be fair. Water Spout goes off. Okay. So there's Scarf Ogre. Which is good information for something else. Okay, so they're gonna go for horsepower here. This is great, actually. So then what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go for the Draco on the Rillaboom then. I'll lose my special attack, sure, but I'm fine with this. And then I'm gonna go for Spirit Break on the Kyogre just in case. But we'll go for Draco here. Kill the Rillaboom. Because Rillaboom can't KO me. This will basically have to have Protect, but I'm assuming it's AV. But we're +2 anyway, so I feel like we just OHKO this. I would be shocked if we don't. I'd be really shocked if we don't, actually. I'd be super disappointed. Okay, Rillaboom's gone. So just Kyogre left. And Kyogre definitively does not kill my Zekrom. We know that for a fact. We know this is also choiced. This is definitely choiced. Even still, Spirit Break also drops a special attack even more, and it's just more chip. So I highly doubt there's a world where this actually OHKOs. Ice Beam, so it's not choiced. Oh, they target Grim anyway, so... I mean, either way, I OHKO'd this next turn. Whether it was with Rising Voltage or otherwise, they kind of had to have Blizzard there to really get that. So, I'm content with this. We're going to go for Rising Voltage because the animation looks cool and it guarantees the win. And then we're set. But I'm pretty happy. I saw Solgaleo on lead and I kind of panicked. But you know what? We're overcoming it. Solgaleo was a huge problem in testing for this team. So, I'm pretty content with winning this. 15-7. We live to play another game. Okay. So, continuing again until we lose another game is when we're going to continue, and then we're going to end off for the night. I want to say we're... Oh shit, we hit our 15 wins. It's awesome. We're 4-3 for the night, I want to say. I'm pretty sure we're 14-3 for the night. 4-3 for the night. Yeah, we're 4-3 for the night. So that's pretty good. We're in the 1600s too, which is great. If we can keep winning out, we'll end in the 1600s, which is also really good. So I'll definitely take that. Opponent has been found. Who's the opposing trainer? They're just about 1500, so they're probably bad. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah. Cinderace, Libero, Thievul, Unburden, Flapple, Surfetched, Bolton, Frostmoth. Okay. This looks like a Series 6 team. Because I'm pretty sure Cinderace did qualify for Series 6. Regardless though, we're really down for Zekrom plus Whimsicott. I'm going to go for Lunala. Because it's really good. Actually, I'm going to go with Lunala plus Whimsicott. And then I'm going to go for... I think I'm going to go with Lando in the back. But Comfey is kind of a nice just like failsafe for a few of these Pokemon. So I'm actually going to go with Comfey. I don't care too much about Lando this matchup. Yeah, no, Lando's a really good Tailwind Pokemon here. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Lando. Because Max Lando is probably my win con. Unless they lead off with something that really just screams Max Zekrom. I mean, either way, it's a garbage team. But, like, still, gotta play around it. Gotta play around it. I have to respect somehow. For some reason. I do feel bad for this person. We're like 100 ahead of them. Actually, technically we're 98, but still. Still. Okay. 100% going for Tailwind plus Meteor Beam here. If they max the Cinderace, that's fine. Don't really care. Actually, no, that's a lie. I'm kind of going for a bit of a ratchet play here, but I'm going for Helping Hand plus Max Starfall. I'm going to kill the Thievul before it starts snarling me. Or even Sucker Punch. Well, I guess Sucker Punch wouldn't really matter. But, more so like a Cinderace Sucker Punch could be kind of scary. In tandem with a Snarl from Thievul, it could maybe do some damage. So I'd rather just not lose Lunala. I'm going to go for the Diff. And I'm going to go for the Style, too. Because I haven't really shown off Helping Hand. Which is weird, because it's like a VGC staple. But I have not shown off Helping Hand. So, yeah, I'm just going to go for Helping Hand plus Starfall. It's still good damage anyway. And I still kind of maul their team with, which is Max Lunala. Like, looking at it, I really do just maul them with it. And just killing the Thievul, it's like the biggest threat to me. Well, to me, like, winning with Lunala. So, they didn't even go for the Sucker Punch, which is great. Not only this, but Misty Terrain is up, so that means that we can't get status, which only helps even more with our case. So I'm gonna go for Helping Hand plus Rockfall, I think, on the Cinderace. So maybe I go for Moongeist. It depends, truthfully, on if they break my... Okay, so they didn't break Lunala. Invisible Sash? No, never mind, it's just regular Sash. Okay. Cinderace. Okay, so Rockfall does just OHKO. But Helping Hand plus Phantasm does too. And we outpace anyway, what am I saying? They're not even invested. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go for Helping Hand here, and I'm gonna go for a Phantasm here. Because I'm not trying to break my Shadow Shield with the Rockfall turn. I'd rather not do that, just in case, again, they target Whimsicott for some reason. I guess they're gonna First Impression, though. They're not gonna First Impression. Well, maybe they do, to be fair. If I'm assuming the max is on the Surfetch, because it's what they just brought in, but maybe it isn't? No, it is on the Cinderace, okay. This is fine. Helping Hand plus Phantasm should still do a ton of damage, to be fair. Oh, actually, what am I saying? I Oko. I guarantee the Oko, actually. Especially with the +1, yeah, no, the Oko is guaranteed. What am I saying? No, it isn't. What? What am I calculating? Is this like AV? Or is it just like really bulky? I don't know, but that should have never lived. It's fine. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. It's probably AV then. They're gonna kill the Whimsicott. That's not a huge concern. Yeah, I think I'm fine with this. I think I'm actually fine with this. So, they went for Airstream here. Okay. There's Surfetch. Knockoff. That's not a concern. Stuff like this is why I want to keep Shadow Shield intact, just in general. Crit. I don't think it really matters a ton. Alright, we had Power Up still. Okay, well. They're bringing Zekrom? I kind of want to bring in Zekrom. Like, I know I should be bringing in Lander here, but Scrappy's not going to matter for the Surfetched. And what I think I'm going to do with Zekrom, I think I'm going to go for the... So they're probably just going to Speed Boost again. I mean, either way, I'm going to go for Voltage, because they can't be immune to it, and they can't even resist it, for that matter. And I'm going to go for Starfall on the Surfetched. Kind of wishing I Tailwinded, but it's not a huge concern. I think it's still fine, in all honesty, that I didn't Tailwind. Max Flare goes off. Okay, so this is gonna... Doesn't do shit. Okay, so we're actually fine. The fact they didn't go for another Airstream here, I think that means that I still have Pace Surfetch. Yeah, that means I still have Pace Surfetch. Okay, great. Surfetch should just die. I get we're not +1, but like we're still... Yeah, okay, so it's still a super effective hit, and it still is a Lunala. Surfetch is gone. Surfetch and Thievelet are gone. One Pokemon left, plus the Cinderace, which should die this turn as well. Yep, and Cinderace dies this turn as well. So it's literally just one Pokemon left. Alright. It is probably going to be... if I had to guess, it's probably Flapple. It's probably Flapple or Frostmoth, but well, I can imagine Frostmoth, to be fair. I kind of get it. Wouldn't agree with it, but I kind of get it. I think it's Flapple, though. Yep, it's Flapple. Okay, so we'll take that. Actually, I don't agree with Flapple either, to be fair. Realistically, they just had a terrible team, if I'm going to be honest. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I agree with the play or not. Yeah, I'm just going to click... I'm going to click Draco here. And I'm going to click Moonblast here. And realistically, something kills this. They're probably going to go for Sucker Punch if I had to guess. But I'm really fine either way. There's nothing else can really threaten me with. So I'm content. Yep, battle was canceled. Alright, beautiful. We're going to get another win. 16 and 7. So I said, we're going to keep going until we lose, no matter how many games that ends up being. Okay. We're going to continue battling. We are still in the 1600s. If we get another win, I think we're going to end the night in the 1600s guaranteed, which would be awesome, actually. Opposing trainer has been found. Come on. 1529, Brennan. Who is it going to be? Okay, so another fake team. God damn it. What is with all these garbage teams? Alright. This one is definitely a Lando plus Whimsicott lead. 100%. Objectively, it's the Lando Whimsicott lead. We're going to go with Zekrom in the back. Zekrom's a good Pokemon. If they lead off with Hitmonlee, I think it's the only case where I'm not going to go for Max Lando. And I'm going to bring... I don't even know if I want to bring Lunala, but I think I kind of have to for Metagross. So yeah, we're going to do that. Basically, though, if they lead off with Hitmonlee, Cinderace, I think, is really the only core, specifically, that I would go with a... I would go with a not Max Lando there. Because I don't want to have them get up an Airstream and start trying to go through me. But if they lead off with anything else, I think I'm going to go for the Max Lando. Pincurchin, Metagross? Okay, yeah, I'm 100% going for Max Lando here. Alright, so Metagross versus Landorus. Because Landorus obviously doesn't have the boost or anything. Metagross. I want to check Dynamax Metagross, though. Max Quake with Helping Hand should near guarantee the Oko. So yeah, I'm just going to go for Max Quake. Max Quake plus Helping Hand. Because I don't need the Tailwind yet. I'm outpacing everything raw. There's no way in hell that I do not. Unless they go for like a Bullet Punch or something. Or like a Sucker Punch. So yeah. Max Quake plus Helping Hand. Objectively, I think it's my best play this turn. This keep in mind, this gets a 93% chance to Oko max Metagross. Assuming it's max HP, that is. Max HP Metagross. That's also Dynamax though. So it would have to be like a Shucker Berry, but I'm more concerned about weakness policy, which is why I want to go for the Helping Hand here. Because I'm not letting us get like a free Ice Punch on me or something. Since obviously it would just be raw +2. Because it's not like my Intimidate pops on Metagross. So yeah. We're gonna go for the Helping Hand here. That +1, I mean, this Metagross isn't even weakness, maxing, so even if it is like a weakness policy set, I'm pretty set, because it's just gonna die. Yep, okay, beautiful. So this Mon just died. Okay. So I think I just Quake Spam, like, the entire game. Literally the entire game. Even if this goes for, like, a Scald this turn for some reason, and gets the burn, I'm not concerned about this at all. Like, a Pincurchin means literally nothing. Okay, so they didn't even get the burn. Unfortunate for them, but it is what it is. The Cinderace isn't Libero. I'm hoping it's not Libero, but, I mean, it could be. Okay, so Dracovish comes in, that's fine. I'm gonna go for a Tailwind plus a Quake here. Yeah, we're gonna go with Tailwind plus Quake. Just in case of Scarf Dracovish, because obviously, you know, it'll do less damage to us. If it's Max, I don't really care about Max Dracovish, actually. It's so much weaker as a Max. Though, to be fair, with Tailwind up, maybe they do. And they try and get the Rain boost on top of also Scald from Pincurchin. I could see that happening, actually. Because, I mean, I do have Whimsicott for me. Like, I get their team isn't a real team. But they clearly got wins. So they had, I mean, maybe they got wins off of other bad players. With, like, not real teams. But, like, they had to have gotten the wins from somewhere. So, who knows? Maybe, again, I'm just giving my opponent too much credit. But they definitively had wins. Okay. So they did not go for the Max Dracovish. So they must have just been scarfed and going for Fisher's Friend. Either way. Max Quake goes off. I'm assuming this just raw Oko's Dracovish. I'm assuming it's not even a contest. This didn't Oko. Is this sashed? I feel like it's only living if it's sashed. They got the wins off of you. Understandable, Randy. You're terrible. Okay, so they were not sashed. So then, yeah, they're probably just a scarf. So I'm glad I made the play I did. Alright, Rising Voltage here. This is actually really fine. They probably, again, assumed that they were going to Oko, which, if they were Scarfed, I mean, that's a very fair play to make. I don't disagree with the play at all. I'm going to go for Quake on the Pincurchin, though, and I'm going to go for Gleam, because Gleam is obviously going to pick off the Dracovish. Even if it does go for Dynamax here, it guaranteed does. Now then, if it's Sash Pincurchin, I break it as well. And then Max Quake is obviously going to kill Pincurchin. This would have to be like a Shucker Berry. And even still, I'm assuming it would probably have to Max as well on top of that, because I highly doubt that Pincurchin just with a Shucker Berry just takes a Max Quake from Life Orb Lando. Hi, Potato Overlord. How are you doing? So yeah, I feel like we clinched the 4 out with a Max Lando. I can't imagine a world we don't, actually. So I'll definitely take that. They're probably just gonna forfeit, if I had to guess. Dazzling Gleam, nope. So they didn't forfeit. Gleam goes off. That's fine. Dracovish dies, which is really good for me. Obviously, you know, it just takes any sort of Shenanigans out. And then that way then as well, I don't even have to risk a Scald Burn. Which, not that I necessarily am, like, risking a Scald Burn, but it's not even a contemporary at this point. Their last Pokemon is their Max, but it's guaranteed getting outpaced by Lando and getting railed by Lando. So, really, I think the scariest thing, I guess, would be, like, a Max Crook. But, I mean, Max Crook can't beat both. It can't beat my entire team. It really can't. Cinderace would be the only Pokemon that can maybe have beaten my team. And even still, it's more so as an assist. Hitmonlee, okay. So then, yeah, I just go for... Oh, they're Electric Seed. Oh, it's clever. I like the Electric Seed. So they're not Fake Out White. They're not Fake Out Normal Gem, at least. So that's good information, at least. I was more so thinking that they were Fake Out Normal Gem. I'm gonna go for Rock Slide plus Dazzling Gleam. I think I still outpace because of the Tailwind. I would be shocked if I didn't. But maybe they outpace. I mean, wait, no. They should never outpace because I have Tailwind up and Hitmonlee. Yeah, so Hitmonlee's just guaranteed base lowest. And yeah, this should, assuming I hit, this should just guarantee take us out. So yeah, I think I just won the game. They're gonna go for Max. Okay, so I guess Max would probably take the hits, to be fair. But with Max, I mean, not that they were going to go for a dual target move anyway, because their only dual target's like, what, Rock Slide? But they really couldn't have. They have to pick a Pokemon. In fact, Max, I think, took any chance they had. Well, no, they didn't really have a chance anyway. I think saying that they that maxing took any chance I had. Really, this is just for diff at this point. That's all it gets them. It's just differential. But I mean, they're going for their differential, so I'm not gonna front. They're doing what they have to do. Max Ooze? Very curious why they're clicking Max Ooze. I mean, I get it's to target the Whimsicott, but like, they should have just killed the Lando. I feel like. Well, no, I think they're actually going for their best play. Again, now I think they have a good play. They do not have a good play, but they're going for their best play, so I'm gonna respect that they're doing that. But again, they don't really have a play here. Okay, I'm gonna double here into Zekrom, because that way then, in the off chance that they do, for some reason, go for like a max guard here, which I do actually think they will, then they can mostly just assault the Tailwind and then outpace me. That way then I can bring in Lando and Intimidate later if they go for like a max darkness on my Lunala. But that'd be a really weird set. They'd be like, what, max ooze, max darkness, max fighting, and then max guard? I mean, I guess, but it still feels really weird. This still feels really weird. So yeah, I'm gonna make the double because I think it's in my best interest. Mostly as well because there's nothing else to really click besides a max Quake that would really threaten Zekrom. But if they're really gonna max Quake into my Lando slot, they deserve to get that off, in my opinion. So Lando's gonna come back here. This is perfectly fine. Zekrom's gonna come in, and what are they gonna do? So we're gonna obviously see Terravolt pop. That's fine. Moonblast should do some good damage. Like I get we're not the +1, but still it should do some good damage. And then Max Strike. Ooh, Max Strike. They went for it on the Lunala. Don't think they know how type coverage works, so maybe I was giving my opponent too much credit. We're gonna go for Rising Voltage here, and I'm just gonna go for Wide Guard because again, they shouldn't be able to connect to a move that kills Zekrom unless it's Max Quake. But if they do, I win with Lunala plus Lando anyway. And I want to click the Rising Voltage animation because it's just a cool animation. So Max Ooze goes off. That's fine. It should never OHKO my Zekrom. Hell, I don't even think Max Quake would have OHKO'd my Zekrom. Just seeing how little that did. And yeah, Rising Voltage goes off. The animation didn't pop. I forgot about that. Okay, well, unfortunate. I forgot Cinemax don't play when you're attacking Dynamax Pokemon, but it is what it is. Unless it's like Behemoth Blade or Bash. Okay, very unfortunate, but it is what it is. We are currently 17 wins for the night, and 17 wins in total, and 7 losses. So that is awesome. That is awesome. We are officially, that means, because I said I'm going until I lose a game. So that means we're officially ending the night in the 1600s, guaranteed, which is progress. That's guaranteed progress. So we'll take that. Again, we've had a lot of dumb games today. We haven't really had any games. We haven't really had any games that I think are like worth including, to be honest. I think all of our games yesterday were better. But it is what it is. It's still obviously stat padding, so we'll take that. Hopefully tomorrow's games are really good at least, if nothing else. I mean, tomorrow we'll have a lot of games, so I'm kind of hoping. Ooh, now this could be an interesting one, actually. But this is such a fucking counter team. What the fuck? What the fuck is this counter team? They have Kyurem White plus a Veltal. That's literally like the core that beats my core. What the fuck is this? Okay. So I know what I have to go for here. But it's never a pretty set. I have to go for Trick Room here. Sweats finish the runs? Oh, then maybe I can stat pad. Why did I Wide Guard? It was specifically to get the Rising Voltage off. I wanted the cinematic to pop. That's really all it was. I'm going for Tailwind, though. I think Tailwind is my out. I'm going to go for Grim as my last one. Yeah, it was 100% a flex play. It was nothing more, nothing less. But yeah, no, that team, quite literally, their Uber Core is like the antithesis to mine. What the fuck? Yeah, it was just a BM. It was quite literally just a BM. There's nothing more. Oh, okay. So, I need to basically hope that they let my Comfy get the Trick Room up. If they don't let my Comfy get the Trick Room up, I'm kind of screwed. Zekrom does some good damage, but I need the speed control. I need the speed control to get the advantage on that Kyurem. To be fair, I think it's seeing Zekrom, they will go for it. They'll have to respect the Zekrom potentially being +2. So, oh fuck, I forgot to write down the team. Kyurem, White, Incineroar, Veltal, Rotom, Heat, Reggie, Alecki, and Whimsicott. So they're going for Tailwind. I'm kind of wondering, I feel like, Maybe they're gonna go for like a max Alecki here. But that'd be weird. I think they're just gonna double out of Alecki into Incineroar, and then they're gonna go for Tailwind. That's what I would do if I was in their shoes. Regardless, I'm gonna go for Trick Room here, and I'm gonna go for Protect. I have no reason not to click this, in my opinion. We know as well that with the +2, we can do some massive damage to that Whimsicott. So that's really good for us. If they go for Max Lightning, that's also fine. Unless it's in the Comfey, then it's no longer fine. I'm kind of hoping they go for like a Max Strike, or again, just double it in Incineroar. Double it in Incineroar. They did not double it in Incineroar, but they didn't go for Max Lightning. So I'm hoping they just go for Switcheroo. Ooh. Volt Switch, okay. So that did nothing. Holy shit, that did nothing. Okay. So, this is a little bit because they're Switcheroo Whimsicott. Oh wait, you know what? This is fine. Because as long as they're not Iron Ball. Ooh, you know what? Maybe they could be Lagging Tail or Iron Ball. Let me double check this really quick. Kinda hoping they're not Lagging Tail. To be honest, that would suck. That would really suck. I mean, regardless, I think it's in my play to still try and pop and just hope that they're not Lagging Tail. And because Iron Ball would be fine. It's more Lagging Tail I'm concerned about. But hey, it is what it is. I mean, eject button would be fine too. That's another thing. But eject button doesn't really change the fact that I'm killing Kyurem here. Like, Kyurem dies here if it's eject button. So I'm really not concerned with that. In fact, I claim another kill guaranteed. Because they can't fake out me. They would have to be E-Speed Alecki actually for that to really work, or Sucker Punch of Veltal. Speaking of, we know that they are Prankster, Switcheroo. We know that they are Volt Switch on Alecki. We know they have Kyurem White. So they have one Pokemon left. And that Kyurem White is definitely a goner at the very least. It's 100% a goner. Because even if it clicks Protect, I refuse to believe that Kyurem White takes this hit. I refuse to believe it takes a +2 Max Wham. See, that's what I'm thinking. I don't think it... The fact they didn't Volt Zekrom, I feel like it can't be eject button. It could still be. But I feel like that'd be a very weird play to make. So they're going for Switcheroo on the Zekrom, but what item is it? Eject button. So it is eject button. Then why didn't they Volt the Zekrom? Well, Kyurem's gone either fucking way. I'm not going to think too hard on this. I'm not going to think too hard on this. They're only like 15-30. I'm not going to think too hard on this. Kyurem White is gone. They only have Alecki plus one other Pokemon. They cannot fake out. Because the fake out wouldn't work. They could still underpace, to be fair. Veltal. Okay. So this is fine. They have to go for a Sucker Punch here to force me out. And if they go for Sucker Punch here, I am content with that. I'm going to go for Floral Healing on my Zekrom just for the HP. And I'm going to go for Max Lightning. If they're not clicking Sucker Punch, Veltal dies here. Because I refuse to believe even a Max Veltal takes +2 Lightning. Actually, maybe Max does. They're going for Helping Hand here. This is perfectly fine. They have to click Sucker Punch. Floral Healing goes off. If nothing else, my Zekrom will just be in as good of a position as possible to take this hit. And they are going to go for Sucker Punch. Okay, so this is fine. I'm actually really okay with this. Because despite being switched out, there's not really a Pokemon that I mind being forced into. Actually, yeah, because Trickham's up. There's not a Pokemon I mind that. So I'm going to go into Lunala here. Because I can just go for Meteor Beam. Yeah, just go for Meteor Beam plus Draining Kiss. No, I'm not going to go for Draining Kiss, actually. Because the biggest reason I want to go for Draining Kiss here... I'll go for it on the Whimsicott. But I can't really go for Draining Kiss in good faith on a Veltal in the off chance it's a weakness policy. Do I think it is? No. I can't max Grim. I maxed a Veltal already. Oh, by the way, I know they don't have Road Heat and Incineroar this game, which is good information. Yeah, oopsies. It would have been a great... I'm not going to lie, though. If I didn't already max Zekrom, I would have actually went and maxed Grim, I think, at this point. Knowing what they have left, Grim would have unironically been a great max. So they are going to max a Veltal. That's perfectly fine. I think I still can win this with Grim plus Comfey, weirdly enough. Because Meteor Beam will still do a good amount of damage. I just didn't want to feed the Veltal. Well, wait, what am I talking about? Okay, what? No, okay, never mind. I remember why. Because I was gonna say, Drainicus, in theory, like, I should have obviously, Drainicus the Veltal if I was worried about Weak's Policy, right? But I didn't want to worry about Sucker Punch, that's what it was. Because I knew I was thinking about it for something, and it was for Sucker Punch, that's what it was for. I knew subconsciously, at least, I was thinking about it for something. Switcheroo. Oh, they're gonna steal my power. Good play, good play. Good play, actually. It's a very good play. So they're probably not Weakness Policy. Because if they were Weakness Policy, they would have wanted to let that go off. Max Darkness. That's gonna Oko, right? Yeah, that Oko's. So, they're probably not Policy. I'll be honest, I don't know if I beat this anyway, but I think that I have a chance with, I need to go for the Grim, because I need to drop this thing first. I need to definitely drop this thing first. Okay. So, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go for a Drainicus and the Whimsicott again, because I've yet to pop a Policy, and there's no reason I should instinctively do one. I'm gonna go for a Light Screen, because I'm assuming it's clicking Oblivion Wing. If it's really just full physical, good play. Or good set, I should say, but I don't think it is. And again, I don't want to be the one to pop the Policy if it is Policy. So, we're gonna get our at the very least, our Light Screen up before they get a Switcheroo off. So they're gonna go for Helping Hand instead. That's actually really fine, too. I can't Prankster this, sadly, so I can't drop the speed. But we can take out the Whimsicott and something else. Okay, that's taking hits really well. They're gonna go for Airstream. Okay, that's fine. So it still doesn't actually do a lot of damage, to be honest. Okay, so this is actually really fine. This is really fine, actually. Trick Room's gone, to be fair, but, like, there's no real use in not just going for Drainicus and Whimsicott again, and then just going for a Spirit Break on the Whimsicott, and just taking that out. Getting it to a dual target, because getting rid of Helping Hand boost is really important for Zekrom, so that's what I'm going to go for. And Lucky can't really break my team, so I'm really just worried about the Helping Hand boost on Zekrom specifically. Because since I underpace it, I can go for a Spirit Break plus a Rising Voltage and maybe take it out that way. Or even just a Draco, to be honest. And I think that's in my best interest. I think that's basically my play. So, they're going to get the Helping Hand boost again. That's perfectly fine. Hopefully they take out the Comfey. Which I'm assuming they will, because they want the speed advantage. Okay. Yep, Whimsicott. Choose that. Okay, and they're going to go for an Airstream here. So, Airstream on the Grim, actually. It's kind of interesting, but to be fair, maybe they realize that they kind of need to... Interesting. Interesting for sure. Okay, Spirit Break goes off. Whimsicott should be dead, right? Yeah, okay, so Whimsicott's gone at least. Beautiful. So it's just a Lecky and a Veltal left. It's a Helping Hand boost gone, which is good. If Veltal actually cannot KO me, they're going to need to dual target something. So, I do have a plan for this, actually. So I'm gonna go for Spirit Break on the Veltal, and I'm gonna go for Trick Room on the Comfey. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna handle this, I think. Actually, no. I'm gonna go for Floral Healing on the Grim, and I'm gonna go for Spirit Break on the Alecki. Well, I don't know why I Spirit Break that. What? No. Because I still, my plan was still to dual target the Veltal with dual hits and take it out that way. So I do still stand by this. But basically the goal now is just to keep Grim alive. If they really dual target me, that's fine, so be it. I can't really do a lot about that. But I kind of just need to hope that they don't. Oblivion Wing goes off. It shouldn't do shit. This should not do shit. So Comfey actually takes that still, which is really nice. Wild Charge. They're physical. Okay, so in that case, I will go for a Reflect next turn. Actually, I'm just gonna go for a Drainicus. I'm just gonna take out the Alecki. And then I'm gonna go for a... No. I need to go for another Floral Healing. So yeah, I'm gonna go for Floral Healing again on the Grim. And I'm gonna go for Spirit Break. Because again, they have to dual target me. And I know for a fact they do. So this is still my best play, I think. Because the goal is to lose Comfey, keep Grim. That was the goal. So with this in mind, this is the best way to get that gold. So we're pretty much at full again. Lucky we know for a fact cannot KO me. Okay. So they go for the Oblivion Wing, the Grimmsnarl. That is fine, because this means I still have Comfey for some reason. They're gonna go for Volt Switch, which is also actually fine, because them going for Volt Switch means I don't accidentally pop a policy that I don't want to pop. Yveltal also, its best way to hit me with spread is Snarl. So this isn't a huge concern. I'm gonna go for Floral Healing on the Grim, specifically because I want to get the Spirit Break off before I accidentally pop a policy. Because I do think that is still in my best interest. Because I kind of have to just go for it at this point. I can't really stop myself from going for it at this point. But if it is for some reason policy, which I do think it is, I genuinely still believe it's policy, then it is my best interest to not let this go for an Oblivion Wing at +2. It makes no sense to do that. They're clearly not doing any damage anyway. But this will only get a +1 boost doing it this way. Okay, so is it policy? We're gonna see the drop first. And it's not policy. Okay. So then I win with this. I win with this then. But I still stand by every play I made. Over excessive? Sure, you can call it that. But I still stand by this, because if this was policy, that was always my play to make, I would argue. Because it would get much more infinite, it would get infinitely more recovery back if I didn't do it that way. Which, also, getting just more recovery over time back hurts me a lot. Because this might end up actually outstalling me by a little bit. I don't think it can, to be fair, but depending on the Pokemon it targets, it could. So they're gonna go for Grim. Again, they can't really do any damage to me. Especially with that -1 off, there's no way. So I'm 100% gonna go for Spirit Break. And this should KO, right? This just KOs. Beautiful. That was fucking awesome, I'm not gonna lie. That makes up for all the other terrible games tonight. This was such an amazing game. I gotta mark that down. Where did this matchup start? This was such an awesome game. Holy shit. This was probably my favorite game, like, of the whole run. I won't lie. Okay. So this started at around 1:34. Good to note. I'm gonna just edit this in the whole thing. I'm just gonna keep the whole thing. Day 1. That was fucking awesome. I want a high now. Roughly 1 hour 35 min, 1 hour 50 min. Yeah, that was fucking awesome. Holy shit. I still think that was a really bad matchup, I would argue. Like, again, I have Triple Fairy, but I still think it was a really bad matchup, actually, so I'm really proud of that win. Policy sets don't normally run Sucker. I mean, even still, I had no idea, and we've seen a lot of whack shit. They were low ranking anyway, so I still wanted to respect that it could have been a possibility. Okay, so another Yveltal. This one actually looks like it's a really bad matchup. Because this Yveltal with, because the way that I beat Zard is like the opposite way I beat a Yveltal lead. And if I lead, how do I beat a Yveltal? Then I lose to Zard lead. So this is kind of bad. Well, actually, I have to lead off with Grim. And, wait, no. I can lead off with Lunala. Because I just need the speed control, because they don't have Venusaur. Well, no, it's more the fact they don't have Whim. The fact they don't have Whim means I can lead off with this. Okay. So I'm going to definitely lead off with Whimsicott Lunala, 100% here. I love Zekrom as an endgame mon, actually. And I'm going to bring Lando. No Grim, no Comfey. Here we go. That Ditto could be a little bit scary, but I'm not too concerned. I think we're going to continue. We're going to continue going, though. We're gonna hope for the best. I think that we have this, though. I actually do feel confident in this team, and I gotta update the win count, because we're at 18 wins now. But we're killing it. We're fucking killing it. Charizard Ditto. This actually is a really good lead for me. This is a really fucking good lead for me. Because even if they go for a Tailwind, Zard isn't really that much of a threat. Oh wait, they can't go for Tailwind. Okay, so this is really fine, actually. So I'm gonna go for Meteor Beam. I'm gonna go for Tailwind. If I have to trade Lunala with the Ditto, with the Zard, I'm fine with this. If they really do bring a Zard and don't max it though, they're throwing. But I could totally, at the same time though, a part of me could equally see it, because maybe they're trying to do that to fake the Zard max and then maxing Ditto and going for Phantasm. So I could see it. but like it would be really whack. So no, they are gonna max the Zard. Okay, so then I guarantee to get with Zard here. And if I have to trade Lunala to do that, I'm fine with that because Zard is kind of a threatening Pokemon. More so just with a Wildfire chip over time, it's so bad for my team. Just because of stuff like Sash Whimsicott, and it's really just bad to have any sort of chip like that over time on Zekrom. And so I stand by this. As long as I hit this, I take out the Zard, and at worst I trade Lunala, if anything. Okay. Forgot to take notes, by the way. Ditto, Gastrodon, Groudon, Regieleki, Yveltal. Okay. So, if a Yveltal comes in next, I'm going for Max Lunala, and I'm going for my win. Actually, no I won't, because they could have Sucker Punch, and then I would definitely lose still. Okay. I'm kind of shocked we took that, because that should have ignored ability. How did I take that? It's really funny that I took that, actually, I won't lie. Okay, so we're gonna go for Helping Hand plus Moongeist, and I'm gonna take out the Groudon, because I worry about Groudon a little bit more with Lunala. I don't really mind if their Ditto stays around, to be honest. It's really not a threat to me. This also opens up Zekrom endgame. So just in the off chances of some really bulky Groudon and it takes a hit, even though I don't think there's a Groudon in the world that does, I'm going to go for this. Also, if they double a Yveltal, that's great for me. I think if anything, they'll double Ditto. They do not double. Okay, so the Groudon just folds. Guaranteed dead Groudon here. Which is great. That's really amazing, actually. So this is another dead Pokemon. Really glad that I threw Lunala in the thumbnail today, because Lunala's been fucking killing it. Groudon's gone. Okay, beautiful. Groudon is dead. By the way, for the record, in case anyone's watching back, in case I do include this game, the crit on Zard does not matter. It's a guaranteed Oko in the calc. I know for a fact. I know the calc. Okay. So they threw. Well, actually, no. I see what they're going for. Oh, never mind. I saw what they were going for if they had a Yveltal. With Gastrodon, though, I don't know what they were doing. I'm just gonna go for Moongeist, and I'm gonna go for Dazzling Gleam. Actually, I'm gonna go for Taunt on Gastrodon, because again, Moongeist ignores abilities, so this should not matter for the Ditto. They go for Taunt anyway. Okay, then I kind of wish I could Gleam. God damn it. Oh well. Not a big concern. Not a big concern. Okay. So then, I mean, Moongeist should kill the Ditto. Ditto nearly OK'd us, and Ditto's a much lower base HP. It doesn't copy HP. So, we should guarantee Oko this. It's Sash Ditto. Ooh, well played, well played. Kind of wishing I gleamed. But hey, not a big deal. Purely wishing I gleamed to preserve Diff. And I still stand by this, mostly just because of Yon Gastrodon just being a nightmare. Just as a Pokemon, it's truthfully just really annoying, if nothing else. But we still have this. Like, this is ours. We're going into Zekrom here. I'm gonna go for Max, and I'm gonna go for Wyrm, and I'm gonna go for Gleam. Max Wyrm plus a Gleam. Lunala obviously dies. It's Scarfed. Well, no, it's Sash, but there's no way to protect her on that. Well, it could. I mean, we haven't revealed Gleam, so I don't know why I would click Wide Guard of all things. Yeah, we have not revealed Gleam yet, and I mean, I'm assuming it's obvious. To be fair, they're a high ranking team, or 1600 at least is high rank for me, like from a perspective sort of thing. But I don't think they click Wide Guard now with all turns, and even if they do, even if they click Wide Guard, it doesn't gain them anything. Because Gastrodon still pops a policy or clicks Yawn, and either way I two-shot it with Zekrom. Because I can't see a world where even if it clicks Protect next turn, that it doesn't die to 2 Worms. Also the Gleam obviously, so they do click Wide Guard, that fucking son of a bitch. They're going for Yawn then, 100%. They're not going to pop my policy, they're going for Yawn. Good play. I hate that they did it, but good play. At least good to stop the Whimsicott, but they're going for Yawn and Gastrodon for my Zekrom. I don't mind it. Just, fuck, I hate that I was played around like that. It's honestly not a big deal though, because even if Gastrodon clicks Protect, realistically it's not a huge concern for me. They're Citrus Berry, okay, that's fine. But basically though, the second that they let me get my Gleam off, I'm set. They're gonna go for Ice. Oh. Okay, so they gave me the win. They quite literally have to freeze me like right now to have any chance. And I mean any chance, in the loosest terms possible. Tail and petered out, that's perfectly fine. Because I just go for Wyrm. I don't respect the Ditto at all. I go for Wyrm. Because Lunala would outpace my set. Max Electric, of course, yeah, I should have for this stunt. It's not a big deal. We're 19 wins though for the night, which is awesome. Maybe I should just start off tomorrow saying I'll stream until I lose, because I have not lost since I said that. And I thought saying that I would lose in a couple games, but hey, we're on a tear. Holy shit, we're on a tear. That was another really, well no, that wasn't a good game. That was a good team. They played that terribly though. If they brought a Veltal, I would have respected that. I'll put that in 100%. 17. Oh, holy shit, we're getting up there. Okay, we're getting into real team territory. Calyrex, Shadow Rider as one. Zacian, crowned at rusted, sword intrepid, sword Blastoise. This is definitely G-Max. It's definitely Shell Smash as well. They have Zapdos. They have Rillaboom, Grassy Surge. They have Incineroar with Intimidate. Okay, this is fine. I kind of want to lead off with Lunala Whimsicott here. I feel like Lunala Whimsicott has been really good against these sort of teams. And it should account for most leads they have, to be honest. Actually, it accounts for every lead that they could really go for. Worst thing for me would be a Fake Out lead plus Calyrex. But again, I have Taunt. I have Wide Guard in case, so I'm not too concerned. I'm gonna bring Lando in the back for sure. That's probably been my max ball in this game, I think. And I think that I'm going to bring... I want to bring Grim or Zekrom. I think I'm going to bring Zekrom. Because Grim's just too passive against this team, I think. With how much offense they have, I think Grim's just going to be too passive. It's going to get walked all over by stuff like Zacian. Because we know it outgoes through Reflect. So, I think I'm going to go for this. And I'm going to hope for the best. Good luck and fun to my opponent. We're going to see what happens. If I had like a dark move on Grim, I would have 100% brought that. And I probably would have let it. But, not a huge deal. Calyrex Zacian. Okay, so this is actually probably the best lead I could have gotten here. Why does this team have so many good matchups? Because I made the core as literally an anti-meta core. Because Lunala handles a lot of different leads. I feel like, well, a lot of just different Ubers or restrictions in general that are like really common. And Zekrom handles the few that it doesn't like stellarly match up against. It's meant to like anti-lead. That's really what it is. It's really just meant to anti-lead. So we're gonna go for Wide Guard, and I'm gonna go for Tailwind here. And then I'm just gonna go for Moongeist Beam plus Helping Hand. Actually, no, I'm gonna go for Gleam plus Moongeist Beam because I want to take out the Calyrex. Is specifically what it is. If I have to trade with the Zacian, I'm fine with that. I know for a fact that without going for like a Crunch or some bullshit, Zacian does not OHKO my Lunala. So Tailwind goes off. Wide Guard goes off. This is also such a good lead for Calyrex. Oh my god, yeah, Astral Barrage, beautiful. Okay, that's why I have it on the set. It's because specifically for this sort of pairing. Alright, attack the Whimsicott, you won't. Yeah, this team has an unholy amount of good matchups. I could not tell you why. Okay, so this guarantee kills me next turn with Behemoth Blade. I'm gonna go for Moongeist Beam on the Calyrex, just take that out. And we're gonna go for Gleam, just in the off chance this is a Sash, just to guarantee to take out the Calyrex. Because at worst, I trade my Calyrex with Lunala. They're gonna go for Protect. Ooh, fuck. Okay, that's a good play. Still Protect. Oh, that sucks for me. Kind of wish I could Helping Hand it into the Zacian with Moongeist, but they 100% played around that well. It's not a huge concern, to be fair. It's just unfortunate because now I lose this without any trade. Whereas I could have traded otherwise, but maybe I should have just Helping Hand into the Zacian slot. I feel like Protect is kind of obvious there with how I played that turn, with how I played that first turn. Not a huge deal. I still think that was at least not a terrible play. Now I'm 100% gonna go into Landorus here. And with Landorus, I'm gonna go for Max Quake 100%. Just kill the Zacian. And I'm gonna go for. I think I'm just gonna go for Gleam. Wait, no. Hold on. So I'm gonna go for Max Quake plus Dazzling Gleam. I think they're gonna protect on the Zacian and try and just get some good damage off on Landorus with Barrage. I'm not gonna let them do it. I'm not gonna let them do it at all. If they double into Zapdos and do that, then there's only so much I can do about that. But I think this is still in my best interest. I could have probably went for Rockfall to be fair, but I don't want to overplay either. And truthfully, I think this Def Boost is also just really valuable. Especially for stuff like if their max is Zapdos next turn, they doubled. They're going into Zapdos here, right? Incineroar. This still is fine, honestly. Because I should still Oko the Calyrex. It's a frail as fuck Pokemon. They would have to max Calyrex here for this to really matter. So I'm actually really set with this. Calyrex being gone is great. We know they have Incineroar. So that means they have one of Rillaboom, Zapdos, and Blastoise left over. And I think that the way they've been playing this team, I think that last mon is probably Zapdos. Actually no, Zapdos would be so fucking terrible here. What am I saying? It's probably Blastoise. Probably Blastoise. They're probably endgaming with it. Either way, this is fine. Max Lando, I still stand by it. So they're gonna go for Max Calyrex then. Interesting, interesting. So, kind of wish I went for Helping Hand, but it's not a huge concern. Just unfortunate is all. But Phantasm isn't gonna ruin me. It's not gonna ruin me. Especially with the Max Quake going off first, I'll get a Spit F boost, so I'm still actually fine with this. Dazzling Gleam is off. In case this is Sash, it breaks the Sash now. Sash is now broken. Max Quake goes off. I did nothing. Holy shit. This is a really bulky Calyrex, I think. Or maybe this just does no damage. Maybe this just does no damage, but I'm assuming this is bulky Calyrex. Let me see. They actually went for the Whimsicott. Okay. So I'll take that. Max Quake. -1. Yeah, this at least has some bulk. To have done under half, this has some bulk. This probably isn't Sash. Because we didn't do a lot of damage, like, at all. I'm gonna go for an Airstream here just to keep up the speed advantage in case the Tailwind runs out. And then I'm gonna go for a Dazzling Gleam just in case the Incineroar doesn't fake me out, but I think it will. I think that's what it's gonna go for. They did not fake me out. Okay. So maybe they just don't have it. Then in that case, I should be able to take out the Calyrex and nothing else. No, we didn't even take out the Calyrex. Fuck. Okay. Still not a huge concern. This isn't alarming yet. We're still +1 Spit F. So I will take this. Max Phantasm goes off. On the Whimsicott. So they're prioritizing Whimsicott here. We're -2 Fizz Def, to be fair, with Lando. So, honestly, they're probably going to do a lot of damage with Incineroar. And Calyrex is +1 now. Okay, that's fine. Oh, they're going for Parting Shot. Okay. It's not a huge deal, actually. Because I can get a speed boost up for whatever's coming in next. So that's actually also really fine with me. They're Parting Shot there, so we know we know a lot about that Incineroar now, because it's not, at the very least, it's not AV. It's really, okay, so no Zapdos or Blastoise, that's fine. So if what I have in the back, I think I need to take out the Calyrex, right? That's what I need to do. Take out the Calyrex, Tailwind Peter out, that's fine. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna take out the Calyrex here, because that's 100% my only real viable play. Because Zekrom will not outpace it, so I'm basically just letting Zekrom take a free hit if I don't. And yeah, I need to just sort of go for this. Plus, Rillaboom can priority anyway, past my Landorus. I'm not comfortable dropping my special attack just yet, knowing what's left. I'm gonna go for Earth Power in that Rillaboom slot. I know it's not very effective, but neither is Voltage. And in case they double, it's better against everything else. So they did not double. Makes sense. To be fair, I don't think they should have doubled. But it just, I had to play off of it. So sadly, we're still gonna get outpaced by Zacian with Zekrom. So I think I just win with Glide plus Zacian going for playoff if they have it. Which is unfortunate, but I mean, who knows? Maybe they're gonna go into maybe they don't have playoff in their set. Or maybe they miss. Okay, so this is fine. Again, don't really feel comfortable boosting and drop my special attack just yet. Especially if this is AV. We're gonna special attack shot though, so maybe now. If specifically Zacian doesn't come in this turn, I might go for it. Because they are gonna go Incineroar. Okay. So I mean, with Incineroar, and I'm just gonna go for Dual Protect. I think Dual Protect is my play here. Just stops any sort of fake out in case they do have it and they just hit it. Because with Lando being -2 now, I'm assuming it dies to a fake out. And I want to force them to go for Glide. I want to force them to go for Glide specifically. Because I can take out Rillaboom. And then if they have playoff and I for some reason take that hit. Speaking of, do I take that hit? I also don't want them parting shot at me, truthfully, for my Zekrom. Zacian Crown. versus Zekrom. There's no way I take that hit, right? Player F actually doesn't even guarantee the Oko. If it's Jolly, oh, it actually doesn't Oko. Holy shit, that's huge. Okay. So then yeah, I'm gonna go for Rock Slide here. I'm gonna force the Glide. And I'm gonna go for Draco on the Rillaboom. It's -1 now, so even if it is AV. Okay. So Glide goes off, it's gonna kill the Vanish, that's fine. I don't mind this. Okay. So Draco Meteor goes off. Rillaboom should at least die to this, if nothing else. I can't imagine Rillaboom that takes this. It chewed. Okay, then that's game. I can't really do anything about that. Yeah, especially the -3 now. Yeah, that's 100% game. I can't beat this team. So that's where we're ending off for the night, 100%. Should I Airstream the Rillaboom as +1 Zacian and Tailwind wins? I did go for Airstream. The issue is, though, is that my Zekrom is it's like max HP, so I'm underpacing either way. So, like, I still get outpaced by Zacian. Plus, even still, even if I did that, I still would have been -1, and I know for a fact I cannot Oko Zacian at -1. I don't even Oko it at neutral with Earth Power, which is why I sort of need to hope that I can kill the Rillaboom, and then just, like, basically my play was then to crit the Zacian. Regardless, though, I mean, I was kind of screwed over, I think. Well, not screwed over, like, because screwed over makes it seem like it's, like, you know, my opponent did it. But I got kind of screwed over just by the way, the turn events that happened, I guess sort of put it. Like, my opponent just outplayed me. If I attacked the Zacian early on, I think I would have done it, but I feel like it's such a risky play. Like, an unnecessarily risky one. So they're adamant 100% they got a really good roll, but again, I had no out there. But just more so just commenting on it, I guess, because it happened. But like literally even adamant was like a very slim chance to Oko. Oh no, man, that's through Reflect. Yeah, they guarantee Oko. Okay, so yeah, didn't even matter. Jolly guarantee Oko. Okay, so then I had no out. I had no out anyway. GG my opponent regardless though. We ended up 19-8 after the night, so I will take that. We still have. We're gonna quit battling. Online competition. Participate. It's not gonna search for a battle yet, right? Not gonna search for a battle? Yeah, okay. So 1641, we're ranked 3,000 overall right now. And we have, I wanna say, we have 18 games left. So 18 games will be going live tomorrow. So hopefully you guys do enjoy that when we start that. It'll probably be like 4 or 5 p.m. EST. Regardless, though, if you do enjoy and want to see more content like this, leave a like below and subscribe. And with that said, I will see you guys in tomorrow's stream. Until then, peace out, guys.